And good morning. How are you today? We're waking up to a lot of thunderstorms at this point and a lot of thunderstorm warnings. We just had our first tornado warning for Mississippi just expired just a moment ago. This would be north of here, Caledonia area. Just to the east of there in Alabama, there is a tornado warning now. We're going to look at all of that here on radar as we begin this. A big show lined up for us at 7 o'clock. You don't want to miss all this. We will keep you up to date with the weather as this happens throughout the morning show. But we've got thunderstorms all around us. All of this should end by 10 a.m. this morning is what we're looking at between now and then. Let's go straight to radar and let's update you to where you are and what's going on this morning. Let's start at the top as we pointed out. Let's move in here and take a look at the West Point area. This right here, just above Columbus Air Force Base, this just expired just a moment ago. The Caledonia area, as I mentioned, here's Columbus, Mississippi. Caledonia had a tornado warning. It has moved east into Alabama, and there's a tornado warning until 7 a.m. If you live in Lamar County in west central Alabama, you have a tornado warning for the next 33 minutes now. This is Millport, Kennedy, just south of Vernon, Alabama, and west of Fayetteville. Now, as we move down in Mississippi, you'll see that's clearing up as it moves into Alabama. We have a severe thunderstorm warning that is affecting Columbus Air Force Base now, and also the Macon, Mississippi area. If you're going to go north, and let's look at our locations of where this is in the Macon area. Now, as we all know, as you take this split here by the Mennonite Bakery, right through there is where the storm is headed across. It will be at Crawford in 13 minutes and Brooksville within 14 minutes. So if you're in that area of Noxubee County, be prepared for this. And this is going to be like a beeline due east across toward the Alabama line. And it will make its way on into to Alabama there before long. Bigby Valley within 29 minutes. As we look at this, a lot of rain coming down with it. Here's that storm on the western side coming out of Winston County. Look at the lightning we got there on Highway 14. As it comes across. Look at this. All right, this is going to affect there right at the intersection there of Crawford and everything. Now, we see that this line of the thunderstorm warning is just due north of Sugarlock, Mississippi. After you go through Sugarlock and before you make it into Macon to the four-way stop there, that's where that severe thunderstorm warning kicks in, just past the city limits of Sugarlock on Highway 45. As we look at Kemper County, nothing going on yet. As we make our way into Noxubee County, totally different story. Also, let's look at what's happening from Kosciuszko. Now, if you live in Winston County this morning, it's pouring rain. We get this all the way out here by J&S Foods, right in here. Even over by Shiloh Baptist Church, we got showers up to where Winston Academy is and right through the parking lot of Walmart. Heavy, heavy rain right there. We've got several storms, as you'll see, that are moving out of the Kosciuszko area, will make their way through McCool and clip that top portion of Winston County. So if you live in northern Winston County, it's flooding pretty hard. Right now, Noxapater, for all you folks that live in Noxapater, not bad weather at the moment. It's going to be due north of you and due south of you. As we move down to take a look, we've got a severe thunderstorm warning that is affecting Neshoba County, Scott County, and the upmost portion of Newton County. This will be just past where East Central Community College is where the line is. It comes across there at Decatur there at the red light. Let's look at this, what the National Weather Service tells us here. A severe thunderstorm warning that is affecting Leake, Newton, northeastern Rankin, Scott, Neshoba, and as well as Madison County until 7:15 this morning. A few moments ago, it was about 14 minutes ago, the National Weather Service radar indicated a severe thunderstorm warning near Carthage, moving at about 45 miles an hour. It will make it to Madden by 6:35 here in the next few moments. Edinburgh. Well, I know we have a lot of viewership and people that watch in the Edinburgh area. Dixon, Pearl River, Philadelphia. About 10 till 7 this morning, this storm will roll through you. Now, again, look at this as we look at downtown Philadelphia. Up by the Coliseum, pouring rain. This is all the way up to Burnside Park. As we look at Highway 19, even out to the Pearl River Resort, it's going to be right there in the parking lot there, due north of there, Blackjack Road, those areas, Marshall Ford, Doc's Toyota. It's pouring rain in that area. And as you come across to where Walmart is, even where the city police department is, a lot of rain. Out by Neshoba Central there, Highway 486 back down to 491. If you're going 19 north this morning, You're going to get into the heavier rain right past after you go through House. It'll pick up around Tucker where the school is. Now, if you're traveling toward Philadelphia, north through there, 15 at the intersection of 485, 15, before you make it into town, the rain will pick up. Neshoba Fairgrounds, light rain at the moment, but you've got showers that's going to be affecting the Dixon area and Neshoba County Fairgrounds in the next, let's call it the next 5 to 7 minutes. You're going to get some rain. Look at this storm that is moving out here. Now, this tells us this is going to go directly toward the city limits of Philadelphia and reach Pearl River Resort within 26 minutes. It's got a lot of rural areas that it's going to go through. It will affect the Rosebud Quick Stop. Y'all watch out there. It's a storm coming across there. We'll cross Highway 35. Now, Walnut Grove sits here. Here's the prison. And if you follow due north past the Dollar General there, and you're going toward Carthage there on Highway 35, it's going to be some heavy rain. Drive slower. I know a lot of log trucks are rolling this morning. Y'all be careful. Keep it in the lower gear and just ease along as you go. All right, let's back down. As we look at this, as I mentioned, the severe thunderstorm warning, where it comes across. Here's the East Central Community College. Let's move in on this and take a look. Loblolly Ridge. That is the line of where the thunderstorm warning goes. Little Rock, Decatur Road, you're just due south of that by a few feet there, half a mile or so, maybe a little less there. Here's downtown Decatur. It's right on y'all's door, but it's, again, north of downtown Decatur and just goes due west back over here. As we look at Lauderdale County, not a lot happening yet in Lauderdale County. Let's turn this off. We can get here's Meridian. We are already under a severe thunderstorm watch until 8 a.m. this morning. Now, it's basically finally taken in most of the portions of Mississippi, Alabama in this tornado watch over the next little bit. Now, as we get into Scott County, y'all look at this Morton. It's pouring, y'all, heavy rain. Although we have not gotten another severe thunderstorm warning for Raleigh, the Smith County area, we do have a thunderstorm that is popping up. And if you'll notice this is going to be coming for our friends there in Jasper County across Taylorsville. This will be at Mineral Springs in 19 minutes and Wisner in 10 minutes. Here's Taylorsville here, and this will cut across. We got two storms that are doing that. One due north of Taylorsville. Here's Highway 28, and this is going to be Highway 37 moving to the northeast across here, and will make its way toward Lewin in those areas in the next little bit. Silverina, you're going to get wet. Raleigh down to the courthouse, raining pretty heavy right now as we look at that. As we back out, and we got a tornado warning now that we need to talk about. This is going to be Hattiesburg. This is just being issued here. A tornado warning has been issued just a few moments ago, less than 60 seconds ago, for Pine Bur. This is going to be in effect for east central Marion and northeastern Forest and central Lamar counties. So we've got 3 counties there under a tornado warning. Now, as radar puts it, it's going to be capable of producing a tornado over Pine Bur, 9 miles southeast of Columbia, moving east 25 miles an hour. Hazard is a tornado. It is radar indicated with rotation, which means it's not on the ground that we're aware of at this point. Pine Bur, you'll have this at 6:35. Hattiesburg, wake up somebody around Hattiesburg, let them know 6:55 is when this tornado will approach the area of Hattiesburg. As we get to West Hattiesburg around 7:10 and Sunrise Pedal around 7:25 in those areas. Let's look at this. We got another one that was just issued also. Let's zoom in on here's Purvis, Mississippi. It's just past the city limits of Purvis. Pedal. If you live in that area, you need to seek shelter now also. Here's Columbia. It's going to be just due south of Columbia, Mississippi. Here's Purvis and all of this area here. Highway 589, Mississippi 13. It stretches over toward Pedal, making its way there. Right now, we're concentrating on this area right along and here as it makes its way across here. Let's see what that is. That's going to be Purvis, Mississippi as well. Y'all take cover, seek shelter now. Now let's go down here and look at our second tornado warning that has just been issued. Now this is going to be due south of Macomb. We got any folks that are watching to the south of here, Macomb area? Y'all take your cover now. Greensburg. This is going to be Kentwood, Mississippi. Amite, Mississippi. You've heard Jerry Clower talk about it. That's where we are. Wilmer, Louisiana. Those areas there. This is right across the line here. Is what we're looking at. Here's the state line right there, Kentwood, Louisiana. Tornado warning until 7:15. Let's look at what the National Weather Service tells us here. St. Helena Parish, northern Topanga Parish and southwestern Parish there in southeastern Louisiana, right at the Mississippi line. So we've got several tornadoes that are starting to develop. Greensburg, Kentwood. This is going to be Hammond, Louisiana. These areas here just north of Hammond. Baton Rouge getting pounded now. And all of this moving to the northeast, causing our first tornado warning in the southern portion of the state around Hattiesburg. We want you to seek shelter if you're there now. Macomb, you've got a lot of storms that are approaching you. But Columbia, Purvis, all of these areas here south of Summerall, Mississippi, seek shelter now. Highway 98, Petal, you still got time to get to your safe space. As we look at this zoomed in area here, look at the lightning that we have coming in. This is going to be the Columbia, Mississippi area there. 72 there now, tornado warnings. And this is going to be, let's see, Game Reserve Road, if you live there, around Lake Bill Waller. You need to be in your safe space immediately if you're not already there. Over by Beaver Dam Creek. Also, we'll have this Columbia Purvis Road. That area there is the eye of where this storm is now, making its way northeasterly. And let's see what we've got here. This is showing us that this has 92-mile-an-hour shear winds. This will affect Pine Grove within 19 minutes. And make Okolona and 26 and Oak Grove within 27 minutes. All right, we're getting a new thunderstorm warning for the area here. Let's back up and look at that. We're going to come back to this tornado warning. Okay, Lauderdale County now under a severe thunderstorm warning that has just been issued. Clark County, Jasper County, Newton County under a severe thunderstorm warning. This is until 7:45, and this is the exact words of the National Weather Service as we look at this. We've got Jasper, Newton, Eastern Smith, Clark County, Southeastern Scott County, Northeastern Jones County, and Lauderdale County under a severe thunderstorm warning until 7:45. Just about 60 seconds ago, the National Weather Service indicated a thunderstorm that was located along a line extending from Forest to near Pineville to Taylorsville, moving northeast at 65 miles an hour, moving pretty swiftly there. It is radar indicated. Hail is expected to cars. If you've got a car that's sitting out and you didn't pull it under the carport, now is the time to go move that, get it in as quickly as you can under something. All right, we're expecting this to be near Conahatta, Lawrence area around 6:40, the Lewin area around 6:40, Garlandville, Newton, and around Vernon around 6:45, Paulding, Decatur. This storm will be at you at 6:50 as we move into Meehan, Barnett, Pachuta, these areas there in Sicalina around 7 o'clock on Highway 19 North is what we're expecting. Downtown Meridian, Quitman, Nellyburg, all these areas around 7:10, and then Quitman should see this around 7:15 this morning as we look at this storm. Now, as we back out, we hadn't gotten this to us yet. We're looking at this storm being at Taylorsville, just west of Bay Springs, but it is moving across from Morton, Forest, making its way toward Newton. So Newton and Lauderdale County, not much going on right now, but you do have one coming. Above this, again, this severe thunderstorm warning that we've got until 7:15 for Neshoba and northern Newton County. We're looking at this. This is our big concern here is a tornado warning due south of us. Here's Taylorsville, Collins, and if this stays on track, this would make its way toward the Wayne County area, Waynesboro into Millery, Alabama. Y'all have a heads up and be ready for this storm as it comes across. Pine Grove, you'll have this tornado warning in 19 minutes. Oak Grove in 27 minutes. Now, on the scale, I want to remind you this. What we've been being told on this as we watch these storms, these areas here could see a lot more straight line winds. And when you're in the eye of this, now a straight line wind and sometimes a tornado can do kind of the same damage. Straight line winds can tear sheds up. It can tear buildings up. They're dangerous. If you are in a home, and let's remind you of this here. If you have any trees around your home, you're in this Hattiesburg, Purvis area, get out of that room. Stay away from it. Get to your safe space. And before long, wouldn't it be nice if everybody could have a tornado warning or a tornado shelter, or maybe you had access to one, a neighbor? That's what we need to bank on there. Keep safe. Get to a place where these storms can't hit you, where a tree can't fall on you. That's what we want to do there. We watch these storms very carefully down here as it makes its way, again, with this shear winds in the air of 92 miles an hour. Now, let's be blunt on this of how these things work. It doesn't necessarily mean that it is on the ground at 92 miles an hour. It is in the air and could dip at any given time to be on you before you know what happened, causing damage. And we're going to look at just a second here and see what we've got going on. Okay, we got an update. I'm being told Lauderdale County schools moving till 10 a.m. Is that a thumbs up on that, Odie?
That's what I'm hearing, but I have not confirmed.
Okay, Odie's going to confirm that, but we're looking as there. Judy tells us that Miss Katie Joe tells us she's seen that. We're checking that here. Twitter is a good place to. As a matter of fact, if you can't find it, I can do this on Twitter just to be sure. For some reason, Lauderdale County does more with Twitter than they do Facebook, and well, we all know what the area uses here. Let's Lauderdale County. You beat me to it yet?
I'm waiting on the response.
Waiting on a response. Well, I'll tell you what we'll do here.
The horse's mouth.
Let's see here what I can do here. All right, 10 a.m.
It's confirmed.
10 a.m.
10 a.m.
And with this being said, I do think that we will have other schools that probably follow that. As a matter of fact, let's go here and just show you what we've got as you're going here. You can go to our page, click the closings, and it will pop up to our web page. This is what we have. This has been changed to 10 a.m. start time, Lauderdale County. MCC already had a 10:30 a.m. Open and then 11 a.m. start time. Meridian Public Schools were delayed until 9:30. We haven't had that change that we're aware of. Russell Christian, this includes Potter Wheel, Russell Pre-K, delayed until 9:30. Kemper County Schools until 9:30. Kemper Academy, 9 a.m. and East Mississippi Community College, 9 a.m. I did not receive anything from East Central, Lamar, any of those schools. So if you work for these schools and there is a change, please send that to us so we can get that up and going here in just a moment. Most of you have my cell number. If you need to change that, let us know our inboxes, and we'll get that changed for you immediately. Let's go back to radar. We don't want you hurt. We want you to know what's going on in and around your home. As we pull up Doc's Toyota radar, we go back to this. Very, very nasty tornado warning as we watch all of this to the south of this. This is heating up there, and this is going to be near West Hattiesburg in 22 minutes, Providence in 30 minutes, and Glendale in 30 minutes. You'll look at this. This is rating of a 4-1 out of a possible 10. Strong stuff here. This is moving to the northeast and will make its way towards Jones County and then could make its way on up through Jasper and Jones as we look at this. Now, recapping what we do know at this point. Due north of here, we've got an extra. Let's look at this. Here's West Point. This was our very first tornado warning that we had in Mississippi just a little bit ago. Due east of there, we have a new tornado warning in Alabama. Let's look at what we have here. This is going to be until 7:30. National Weather Service in Birmingham issued a tornado warning for Fayette County in west central Alabama until 7:30. And then we also still have this tornado warning until 7 a.m. This will affect Lamar County, Alabama. This is just across that line there if you're watching us from there. Columbus, Mississippi still has a severe thunderstorm warning. This does include Noxubee County in this severe thunderstorm warning, the Crawford area. Things are calming down a little bit there now as we see this moving just north of Reform out of Columbus. Now, across Winston County, it's pouring rain right now. If you're going to be in that area traveling 14 for any reason, Crystal Spring Ridge Road, if you're up near Winston Academy right now, and even over here on Highway 14 over to Bethel Baptist Church, it's tough in those areas there. East of Noxapater, look at this. The Indian Mounds, as we look at this right there, boy, that's a lot of rain coming down there. And this is going to be coming off of 21 as you're headed toward Nanawaya Road, right up through there on 393. Pouring rain. Caution, caution, caution. We're starting to see some rains that are making its way out toward Kemper County and the Preston near the Dollar General area. It's just west of there. Dumping rain right now at Bogachita. If you're in that area, pouring a lot of rain on you as well. The west side of Neshoba County is supposed to get another pounding of this as it moves out of the Carthage area due east as it comes across from Leake County into Neshoba County. the fairgrounds, Highway 16 West. If you've got to travel from downtown Philadelphia over to Edinburgh, let's postpone that trip a little while. This is going to move through. It'll get better. Wait it out. If you got to be at work at 7, I suggest calling and saying, look, I'm gonna need a few minutes later to get there. That's highly what we suggest at this point. Now, Newton, Decatur is under a severe thunderstorm warning, as well as Lauderdale County. Lauderdale County, there's not much going on right now, so nothing to worry about just yet. Now, as we look at this severe thunderstorm warning is until 7:45. So we got an hour left on this, and we'll continue to watch this. But what is the good news on this, we're showing here that this is not as bad as it could be. The thunderstorms that are north of us, they're moving into Philadelphia, are a little bit stronger than what we have to the west, moving out of Scott County into Newton County, Bay Springs area. A little bit more high intensity weather as we look at this around Bay Springs, Taylorsville, as it makes its way toward Jasper. This southwest corner of Jasper County is going to get a dumping of rain in just a moment. At this moment, y'all are still under a severe thunderstorm warning also until 7:45 as we go south. And let's look at Wayne County, and as we look at what's going on in Jones County, these storms are coming across toward Laurel. It will be at Laurel in 26 minutes coming out of the Collins area, Seminary, Mississippi. And the lightning strikes and all of this gold that you see here on the screen is definitely strikes to the ground. And let me remind this, as you're watching us, if this is your first time to do this, throw it up on YouTube, the Scotty Ray Report. You can do that. You can see this so much better on a larger screen if you'll go to our YouTube page and throw this up on your smart TV. It's easier to watch and see the places that we are. It's very helpful for you to see that. Now let's pull back up radar here as we talk about this. South of Ellisville, we got another storm that's moving across. It will be at Benson in 15 minutes, Johnson area in 23 minutes, and then over to Pecan Grove in 26 minutes. And you'll see those areas. These little white dots, those are those towns that I brought up. Here's Ellisville, and it will be kind of southeast of there, moving to the northeast toward Highway 84 out of Seminary, Mississippi. Now, we still got this tornado warning that is to our south. This is around Purvis, Mississippi. Here's the eye of this thing as it makes its way toward Clyde with 18 minutes. Within 18 minutes, lots of lightning. As we see that the intensity has gone down some with this tornado warning as we start to see this moving across to the east. The eye of this thing over here near Highway 98, still pretty tough right now. Let's look at this road where this is. Seaman Bullock Road. Seaman Bullock Road, and that is considered the Enon area of Mississippi. If you're in that area, we want you to be careful as the storm moves on across. Again, the lightning with this is horrific this morning. Still thunderstorm warnings with all of this. As we look at this, still a tornado warning across that Louisiana line around Kenwood. These areas around Franklin will be affected here in the next little bit. All right, this tornado warning here that we've got in Alabama just keeps moving around Fayetteville. This is going to be until 7:30 this morning. Jasper, y'all be on the lookout for this as it moves across. The intensity with it still not as bad either. Now, all along with these warnings, that we've been watching all of this, have told us over and over that these storms would be a little bit worse to the north of us. That did show out a little bit, but we are showing this here. Now, our area here in Lauderdale County, that looks a little bit better than what we were watching earlier. Let's put this into play here of what we've got going on here. You see the storms, and it looks as though Clark County, we want to look at Odie showing up with a big old cup of coffee.
You're going to need it after.
Yeah, we are going to need it, aren't we? We'd like to welcome y'all in as we see these storms move across. As you're looking here, look at the intensity of this. The worst of this storm definitely missing the Lauderdale County area as it goes south toward Hattiesburg, firing off this tornado warning. Now, again, we've got thunderstorms, and we're going to have this warning until 7:45. So we've got 40 minutes remaining on that for Lauderdale County. Newton County, you're under this. Neshoba County, you're under a severe thunderstorm warning. Kemper County, you don't have one just yet. Our delays in schools updated. Lauderdale County school system has that delay until 10 a.m. this morning is what we're watching with that. All right, now let's put this back on play. Now, let me do this let me pull up. Let's just check our power outages. That tells us a lot about what's going on in the area of which counties are getting damage as we look at this. Let's pull this up where you can see what I'm looking at. Let's go to Mississippi. We've got a lot of power outages. 16,000 in the state of Mississippi now without power. And as we guessed it, as you'll look here, this is where right now this tornado warning is. Jefferson Davis County, 1,300 without, almost 1,400 in Covington. Smith County has 500 people without power. Simpson, 1,600 without power. As we go over closer to the area, see Clark, 0, Lauderdale County. All of that looks good at this point. Maybe 21 people there in Neshoba County. We've had some storms and probably some trees that popped all of that down here in the last little bit. Atala County, you've got about 100 people. And as we had this up in this area here, right there, at Awamba County, about 239 people without power. And let's look at this. Alabama, I'm just curious here. This is where that went in there. This was the tornado warning that come out of Mississippi right here. Crossed into Alabama right there. 400 people without power. So we definitely had some form of damage going on with the wind. And again, it may not have been an exact touchdown, but we did have something go on there to where it tore down power poles, whether it was a tree, straight line winds. We've got a little damage there. Now let's go back over to radar. 6:51, if this is your first time for joining us ever, welcome. We do a lot of weather. We try to keep you as safe as we can. And let me remind you again, first-timers that are not familiar with us, you can get us on YouTube. You can watch that, throw us up on a large screen TV to where you can see the radar in big detail instead of on an iPad or a phone. We have a lot of people that will watch it on YouTube to where you can comment it on Facebook if you want to put comments. And as always, if you have something happen in your area, please pass that along to us there. Debbie tells us students at USM in the hallway at the sorority homes right now in those areas there as these storms approach the Hattiesburg area, and that's smart. That's where they need to be. Y'all be careful there as we watch this. Glancing up to see what else we got. Good morning. Traveling back to Mississippi today. Shine, you be careful coming back in. This will eventually pass. Again, the latest that we got on schools, Lauderdale County, 10 a.m., Kemper County, 9:30 KA is going to be 9 a.m. We have MCC that is delayed until 10:30 open. Classrooms start at 11 o'clock. We don't have a lot of schools that are out 9:30 for Russell Christian. That was the only ones that we got that put a delay on this. Let's go back here to radar. As you'll see, this thing just making its way. We got a lot of flood warnings back in Louisiana around Lafayette, Baton Rouge. Still that tornado warning down here in Louisiana, Hattiesburg. Let's look at what's going on there as we talked about the kids being in the halls there. We have two different storms that are coming across here. Here's the Petal area. Here's Hattiesburg. Here's just to the west of there. The front edge, and let's look at this. What am I getting here? Let's make sure I don't have something new that's happening here. She's we got a new severe thunderstorm warning. Kemper County now has a severe thunderstorm warning. We'll come right back to this. Let's get the latest that we're getting here. Kemper County has been added to the dance of this until 8 a.m. The National Weather Service just a moment ago issued a severe thunderstorm warning for Noxubee. That's so they have two thunderstorm warnings now in Noxubee County. Northeastern Newton County, we have Kemper County, the eastern side there, southeastern Winston County. That's one of the first for Winston this morning. Eastern Neshoba County, we've got another one there, and Lauderdale County gets a second severe thunderstorm warning until 8 a.m. A moment ago, about 60 seconds ago, the National Weather Service indicated a thunderstorm. It was located near Stallo, just about 9 miles northeast of Philadelphia. Now, it's moving pretty quickly, 40 miles an hour across the county. This will be affecting Nanawaya. Anybody watching us from the Nanawaya area? 7 a.m. that storm's going to be at you. Golson, that's Noxubee County at 7:10. Sugarlock, y'all get ready up by the Dollar General there, all around Sugarlock Lumber Company there, 7:25. Paulette, 7:35. Cooksville as it makes its way into Alabama around 7:40. Let's look at this new one that we've gotten here. As you'll see this storm moving, we've got this that is headed toward Lauderdale County, will be at Newton, Downtown Newton, y'all be prepared. You'll have a storm within 6 minutes on you. Drive a little slower if you're moving through Newton. And this will make its way into Hickory within 14 minutes as we watch this storm come across. Now, all across Neshoba County, it's horrendous. Lawrence, look at this now. If you're in Lawrence, it's going to be on you in just a few moments. It's coming out of Forest and making its way right across the county line there into Lawrence as we go south. And we look at this rain here. Montrose, Lewin area there, a lot of rain there. Philadelphia, let's turn on our locations and look at what's going on there.
You got the thunderstorm extended till 8.
Yes. And if you look at these lines, look at all of this. Let me turn this off where you can kind of see here. These gold lines, let's back this out where you can see this. Let's turn off radar. It gives you a good indication of a bird's eye view from above of what's happening. Still our tornado warning that has been issued for Hattiesburg area. We have this severe thunderstorm warning, Kemper County, Neshoba County, Noxubee County, Neshoba County, Winston County, and this little ridge up here. Let me show you this of Lauderdale County. This is going to take in Covington Fish Farms. Y'all know where that is? Been there many a time. As you take in Daleville, this will be right across the runway, just due north of the runway at NAS Meridian. We've got that's where that line falls. West Lauderdale High School, West Lauderdale Elementary does fall under the severe thunderstorm warning. This will also take in Arkadelphia Baptist Church. Now, the south end of this is going to be under severe thunderstorm warning until 7:45. If you'll notice, we got a storm moving out of Newton County that's going to cross Highway 494 right around Freeman Tractor and then Cicalina across where the fire department is into the Collinsville area. And let's see what that timeline is on these storms. It will reach Hickory 14 minutes and will be in Chunky within 21 minutes. Now, again, I've got radar off right now, just showing you the bird's eye view of what we've got. All of this pink area, y'all see this? Let me show you here. That's a severe thunderstorm watch until 8 a.m. That should expire. To the south, it goes a little bit further. All red is tornado warnings. We've got one in Alabama, one around the Hattiesburg area, and tons of severe thunderstorm warnings that are affecting us. Let's go back to radar and look at the intensity of this. Now, as we glance up here, Macon, Mississippi, y'all are getting heavy, heavy rain. If it's not raining on you yet there, around the Oak Tree Inn is getting ready to pour on you. All in Neshoba County is rough to see right now. Highway 16 coming in from Tucker. It's going to start right around House, and the intensity by the time you get to Tucker is going to be worse. By the time you get to the four-way stop there and you're trying to see the hospital, it's going to be tough to see it. It's pouring rain. Be careful as you roll through that intersection. Maybe take that left turn if you're going toward Deemer. You're going to take that shortcut over toward Walmart. Be careful. Extremely careful. All out around the Pearl River Resort, heavy rain. That lightens up at Edinburgh as we follow 16 into Philadelphia. But by the time you reach Pearl River Resort, it's going to be really heavy, all the way back over to about where the Dollar General is, Ford Store, Highway 16 West, just outside of DeKalb. That's where it is right now. All around Doc's Toyota, heavy. We've got some moderate showers still popping up there in the Neshoba County Fairgrounds. But if you're coming into, look at this here, Highway 15, 485 into Philadelphia, woof. You might not be able to see Lowe's right now, be able to get you a McDonald's burger, actually the biscuit. That's where it is. That's kind of important this time of morning. Hungry? Roll your window down, get soaked. Be careful there. Out by the airport there, the landing strip there, a lot of rain there. And at the hospital, as we mentioned there in Neshoba Central, 486. It's better at the split at 491, but once you get on 486, it's pouring rain. Here's the Dollar General Ford Store. If you'll look, this is about a half a mile due west of there. As we move east into Kemper County, it hadn't quite made it over to Cleveland yet. It's making its way there over toward the airstrip. It'll be there in a little while. Again, KA is postponed until 9 a.m. Kemper County schools are delayed until 9:30 a.m. this morning. Let's look at this little, where did that go? We got a storm system here on Highway 15. It's moving northeasterly. We'll be at Claytown in 17 minutes and Vernon within 21 minutes. As we look at this, here's the Indian Mounds as it makes its way into Winston County. Here's Noxapater, and it's going to go right through there at Nanawai at the pit stop. So coming out of Neshoba County in that direction, y'all, watch it there. It's headed that way. A lot of rain with it. Macon at the KFC. You may not even be able to see the Colonel right now. It's raining so hard up there. It's a bunch. not quite yet made it over to Sugarlock at this point as we follow all of this. All right, as we glance here, let's look at what's going on in Newton County. It's making its way. Myers Processing on the outskirts of town is coming in toward I-20. Hadn't quite made it there yet, south of this area here. Here's Lawrence, 505. Look at that rain that we've got there. Some of the heaviest in the county sitting right here. And we'll call this area the Tanglewood area of Newton County. It's going to be due west. Stare at that. It's going to be near Gordy Road. That's some of the worst that we've got in Newton County right now at this point. Let's turn this off where everybody can see. Boy, it's a lot of this coming down, isn't it? Bay Springs. The good news is, in the last few moments, they have canceled this tornado warning that was for everybody in the Hattiesburg area. That's a blessing. I'm glad that kind of faded away. Getting better and better. Now, Alabama, not so fortunate yet as we look at this. Let's look at what's left on this. This is a lot smaller if you're watching us. East of Columbus, Mississippi, into the Alabama area. Millport, those areas there around Berry. It's calmed down. This will reach Berry within 15 minutes and Oakman within 30 minutes. Now, I'm not telling you the tornado warning is over. It's still a warning there, but the intensity not as strong as it was as we look at this. This is downgraded to a 3 out of 10. If you were to put this on a scale of 1 to 10, is what we're looking at here. Winfield, a lot of rain there. All these storms moving off to the northeast as we follow them. We're hoping this is going to get better and better. All right, let's do a recap of where our watches and warnings that we do have. We have a thunderstorm watch until 8 a.m. We have a severe thunderstorm warning for Lauderdale County, and it is for the northern portion here. That's going to be until 8 a.m. The south portion of Lauderdale County is until 7:45. I know it's not but 15 minutes, but part of the county is being affected and part of it's not. I'm not quite sure that all of this will hold up. The National Weather Service may cancel part of this in the next few moments, in the next 10 to 15 minutes. It may not make it all the way through 8 a.m. because I'm noticing this losing its punch there. This stuff around Hattiesburg has not lost anything yet. If you live east of Hattiesburg, northeast of Hattiesburg, be ready for this. Laurel, Richton, these areas here, that is the worst of what we've got. Now, as we go back up here and look at this Newton straight down into Jasper County, Neshoba County, all of this line here. There's rain back to the west of it, but look at the difference in between the storms that are coming through Morton, Mississippi, that have left Jackson, that are in McGee, that are approaching Carthage. Not near as bad as what we've got coming down over Newton right now. Jody Pennington probably can't see the hood of his car right now. Sheriff's deputies going to have to wait a few moments before they head out into the daylight as it's breaking out there. Be careful. Eric Clark's County up here, that eastern side, catching the worst of it right now in Neshoba County, as we've got the heart of Jasper County, and then we get worse as we get into Ellisville. Look at this. This will be near Hollis Creek within 26 minutes, moving out of the Laurel, Ellisville area due east, as we'll look at that. That's what we have right there. All right, let's turn off radar once again and show you what we have in front of us. All gold in Mississippi, which indicates that it's all thunderstorm warnings. And you'll see the blinking red. That is a tornado warning that we checked on a few moments ago. This up here is a flash flood warning west of Huntsville, Alabama. All of this pink are thunderstorm watches until 8 a.m. this morning. As you get into the Alabama side, it's going to be a little bit longer. They're going to carry that until noon. I want to say it'll fade out up here at Columbus, but they've got a lot longer life of their thunderstorm watch. Pensacola look at the fog down there, a bunch of it. Storms all around us this morning as you're waking up. What we do know, and let's recap this. Let me go back and pull this up. This is what we have at this point. Closings and delays this morning. No closing, but all delays. Lauderdale County school system, you have a 10 a.m. start time. They're waiting for these storms to cut across, for these school buses to go out. Tough for the kids to wait out in the rain. Julie is looking at me like she used to stand in the rain a lot as a kid. Wait for the school bus. You didn't have an umbrella, did you? And y'all know what I'm talking about. There's nothing worse than being caught off guard not having an umbrella somewhere. And then you got to walk around wet for the next couple hours until you dry out. It's tough. MCC will open the doors at 10:30. They'll start classes around 11 o'clock this morning. Meridian Public Schools, 9:30 a.m. start time. A little delay there. That's probably going to remain 9:30. We haven't heard any changes with them. As we go to Russell Christian, 9:30. And that does include Potter's Daycare, Russell. So if you've got somebody that works for you that's got small children and you know that they go to preschool there, they're either coming to work with them or they're going to be just a little bit late this morning. It happens a lot. Everybody's understanding when it comes to these type things. Let me turn that where you can see Julia's picture at the top a little better. We needed to see that. As we keep going down, Kemper County Schools, 9:30 start time this morning. That's that delayed start. Kemper Academy, 9 a.m. And then East Mississippi Community College there. This includes the Scuba campus and the Golden Triangle area there. Kemper Academy, East Mississippi Community College there. That delay until 9 o'clock this morning there. Let's see here. It's going to be bad. I have... It's easy to get storm anxiety with these things. Let's scrolling down, making sure we don't have any reports. Kevin said he had saw some bad weather there around the Hattiesburg area. As a matter of fact, let me just look and see if the National Weather Service is telling us anything. Let me just look at that. It won't take but just a second for me to log in here to see what the National Weather Service is telling us of any damage. Cancels. Scott County leak and Scott County severe thunderstorm warning has been canceled by the National Weather Service. Neshoba County, we're showing that we have been getting some hail. We haven't looked at that. Let's see here. Damaging wind threats, we've seen that. Nothing new there. Got quiet, didn't it, when I calmed down there? I have not gotten anything confirmed from any of the emergency management team. Have you, Odie? Have you heard anything from anybody? As I wanted to double check that. Now, have there been a lot of people saying that there could have been a funnel cloud passing around? And as we looked at power outages down around Hattiesburg, we do have a lot of power out that way. We could have had some damage there. We don't know if it was straight line winds or what went on there. But we do know that the tornado warning for that area has been canceled at this point. We're watching all these storms come across. This is looking so much better. Let's focus up here just a moment. Northern Kemper County, as we look at the south end, Noxubee County, and what's coming out of Philadelphia. Philadelphia right now, still Highway 16 West. Let's just call that untravelable right now, due to the fact it's a 2-lane and you can't see. Highway 491, which runs up to Ford Store in that area there, that Kemper County line, it's rough. Now, once you make it to Philadelphia, it's going to be treacherous as you track past Neshoba County Coliseum north of there. But if you go out past the casino, Highway 16 West holds water. We all know that. Be careful. I have not gotten reports of any accidents at this point. Have you, Odie? Any mention?
Yeah.
No accidents. If you've heard of one, seen something, please pass that along so we can give those travel plans to someone else and they can avoid it. Let me double check my phone. Every now and then something will sneak in on me. Clark County, we knew about that. Yeah, nothing new there. Newton County, right over downtown Newton at this point, we got a lot of rain. Look at that. This area coming up on Turkey Creek Water Park, this western side here, Walmart. But the worst that I see that's going on in Newton County is just going to be due south of the high school, Newton County High. And as you look here, here's Myers Processing due south of there on 15, right down to where the country corner is at Garlandville there. Highway 15 is the worst. Now, it's not raining yet over to the Red Goat, not even over at the cemetery. We got some light showers there headed toward the Veterans Cemetery. Hickory, we got showers, but not what's right out there. And again, that area has shrunk big time. as we look at this. This is calmed down a great deal in the last 15 to 20 minutes there as we've been following these storms this morning. We're going to continue to watch all of this and follow this. And we're going to take about a 30-second break, and we'll be right back, and we'll have our gang in to start this and follow weather along as well this morning. We'll be right back as we continue weather coverage and everything that's going on in our neighborhoods.
We welcome you to a new vehicle buying experience here at Doc's Toyota. Buying a new vehicle doesn't have to be stressful, but don't just take our word for it.
This was the best experience I've ever had buying a vehicle.
Doc's employees are top-notch.
I drove 2 hours, not once, but twice, to purchase 2 vehicles with a 5-month time frame.
Doc's delivers competitive pricing, a comprehensive selection, and flexible financing options, helping you get on the road from Carthage, Meridian, and beyond. There's a reason why there's no deal like a Doc's deal.
The show by Lauderdale, Jones, Scott, and Smith, Winston, Leak, you better act right. Don't drive slow and be wild at night, 'cause you need to know that if you do, that Scotty Ray is watching you. He's everywhere, he's everywhere. That man is faster than a scalded cat. If you do something dumb, then you better run with haste. Scotty Ray's at a wreck before it ever takes place.
Hey, good morning. I'm your friend Scotty Ray. Odie joins the show.
We're here on a wet Monday with a little bit of weather.
We'll be watching this throughout the thing. We still have severe thunderstorm warnings for Lauderdale County, 7:45, 8 o'clock, Newton County, Neshoba County. Those haven't expired yet. Clark County as well. We're watching them as we have storms move across from Jasper County into the area. To our knowledge, we haven't had any accidents that we're aware of.
Nothing's come through, so that's a good thing. Hopefully we'll stay like this. Just be safe, be weather-wise, and look for the next hour and a half, 2 hours to see this as it comes through. 10 o'clock we see to be
a lot of
back in
parents,
normal.
and I agree with this. I'm not sure I would put my child on a school bus. I'd rather them wait with me and I drive them to school after the storm passes. Julie, what'd you do? How'd you handle it?
I think I probably always, when mine were little, I just made the decision on my own. If they were having school and I didn't feel good about it, I didn't send them. It's just that, you know.
That makes sense.
Just good common sense. So
Chad,
let the school make their decision,
10
and then
kids.
you make
What
your
did you do?
parent.
Let your
It's
wife make
fine.
the decision?
Yeah, pretty much. I'll let her decide that.
But I don't like the light. I just decided, I tried to change seats because Greg wasn't here, but I don't like this.
Yeah, y'all gonna when we go to the next break, we'll get y'all.
it's
scoot over
okay.
a little bit more there. Julia's at it Monday morning, and she's grumpy.
I am.
What
We
does
haven't had her a full coffee yet.
What do, y'all
I'm working on it.
Y'all think about this. Poor husband named Tyler somewhere gets this every day.
Isn't he a
Every
lucky
day.
guy?
Twice a day, every morning and every evening.
Lucky guy. He
Finds out
really
what he
is.
done wrong during the day.
No, it's not like
Let's
that.
look at radar. If you're just joining us, I want to throw this up where you can see what we've got going on. This is our radar this morning that we're watching here. Things are looking better as we see this. We have a storm that's moving out of Newton County toward Lauderdale County. Should reach the downtown area within 17 minutes. This will make Marion within 23 minutes. So if you live in those areas, it's a thunderstorm warning. I want to remind that. I don't want you to overreact, but it's a thunderstorm warning, which brings a lot of rain, a lot of wind, which means take caution. In all of these gold areas, Kemper County, all this, until 8 a.m., Lauderdale County, this northern portion right here, until 8, and then the heart of downtown until 7:45. And it's a good thing that this is happening today and not tomorrow when we have voting.
I was just thinking about that. That is really good because, I mean, I think we're going to have low turnout no matter what we do, but it would be pretty rough today.
Well, you take Saturday when it really didn't rain Saturday, but the chance was out there. People just didn't go out. They tend to stay at home.
Mm-hmm. I agree. And I don't get it. I think that we're real lucky that we get to vote, and the least you can do is show up. But looking at the voter rolls tomorrow, that won't be the case. But we're here to talk about the people that are going to show up tomorrow when we can between the weather. My friend Chad got cut off last time due to technical difficulties over here at the Scotty Ray Report.
Well,
So,
we did have a little boo-boo that day.
yeah,
a little bit.
Yeah,
It went
he's
flop.
going. We're going to let him come back and finish up and talk about it a little
Everybody
bit.
said this morning
Remind
Julie
everybody
was the
about.
one with horns.
Well, I have those either way, so
Yeah,
might as well.
Usually it's just two, but
My little friend right here.
what did you get done this weekend, Julie?
What I get done this weekend? I just had a little project I'm working on. I've been in Louisiana, hanging out, so back for a limited time, like the McRib. It's not that exciting, but it's just a limited time.
Not yet, huh?
Yeah, right.
Weekends, I don't know what it is. Weekends tend to fly by, and we all know that.
Gosh, every day flies by for me right now. I don't know.
We've got some decisions that are going to affect a lot of people.
Big time.
And as you're watching us, you go, well, I live in Clark County. What's that matter? Well, it does matter to you.
A lot.
Newton, you ever come to Meridian buy anything?
Mm-hmm.
It does. All of this is decision.
Well, do you ever come to Meridian and join the fine after-hour activities that we've got here, like Full Moon on Fifth?
Oh, it's good. We got a big one coming up.
This right
Big
here
Betty, I think, is
gets
playing, isn't she?
affected.
It is the Bouncing Betty, and it's the name of the band. And if you keep calling them Big Betty, you're not going to be allowed
Big
to
Betty
come.
sound better? Big Betty's in the house.
I'm gonna get you
Yeah.
caught up at the metal
She's gonna-
detector. We ain't gonna let you in.
She's going to meet you right after the show.
This 80s music that's coming, we'll find out about that this morning also. You ever run up on a situation and you're not real clear of what happened? We had that downtown yesterday on 22nd Avenue. And I watched, and I'm still not sure what I saw. But I can tell you one person was taken into custody. We had a female.
Clothed?
She was clothed.
Okay, good.
I did get a video
Moving
of
up.
one. Did I send you that?
Which you've sent me some. I don't know.
This weekend, did I send you one?
No, and you don't have to. You
Folks,
can just.
I'm telling you, up against Mr. Discount, she just decided to let it all hang out as I heard a song. I mean, everything. I mean, there was no clothes left. I thought, wow.
Yeah.
Right up there against Mr. Discount. Why'd you do that to that building? But anyway, back to 22nd Avenue. And as we have so many people, as yourself, that are running saying, we want crime to be handled. We had a young lady report that somebody had been following her. You know how that is. And do I think they knew each other? Absolutely. Without a doubt, they knew each other, some form of an argument. Followed her into a gas station parking lot on 22nd Avenue. Police arrived, told the guy to get out. Well, he didn't want to get out. Matter of fact, he wouldn't get out. He had a little help getting out. Tow truck comes, hauls his car away, he goes to jail. This is where I go, I don't know what I just saw. As he got out of jail rather quickly, he became very upset with police and began telling them across the parking lot how he did not like the way they'd done their job.
Okay.
Me and Rob stood there and watched the whole situation unfold, and they had hauled his car away by then. And I'm telling you, he did not like that.
Yeah.
But what I don't understand, and it was my understanding, he also had possible charges with the counties against him. Apparently, that didn't matter at that point because he booked out quick. If it was a booking, I'm telling you, it was like, I didn't know you could get out.
They didn't have to go get him a peanut butter and jelly sandwich from the truck
it was
stop.
kind of like go into the jail and come out of the jail quickly. And again, and I have to say this because I have no communication with the police department as to what went on inside the building.
No.
Can you believe they wouldn't tell me what happened?
I can't believe that.
But I can tell you he was back out on the streets in no time flat. And after about 10 minutes of yelling at 3 cops, he finally made his way on down the street
So you
to
can
go
do that
borrow
now.
a
You
phone.
can just yell at them. And
Apparently so. You know, when we were kids, you yelled at a cop, you went back to jail.
Yeah.
Or a stun gun.
yeah, I was about to say.
They gave you Hank Jr. had a song about it, Attitude Adjustment.
Oh, yeah.
That happened yesterday morning, right after church. All that was kind of going on. And I was like, huh. Right after the wreck that we had on I-20, we'll tell you about in a little while. Things that go bump in the middle of the day in Meridian. We even had a shooting this weekend. We'll tell you about that also.
A shooting?
We did. You know about it?
No.
Right down there in front of Northcrest Baptist Church, I'll just tell you right
I did not know about that.
Oh.
When somebody decided it was a great idea. They'd been shooting a lot down by Highland Park, drive-bys.
Yeah.
They moved on up, and there's a convenience store in that area and a little nightclub, and 4 cars were shot, and a woman got shot in the hand.
I need to know their business, because in this economy, that's a...
There's a nightclub over there?
It's some
They're
form.
kind
I
of
don't-
close to where my mama lived.
Well, you should drop by about next Saturday night around 2 a.m. and say hello from me.
I hope
Let me
she'll
know how
be-
that works out.
I hope she'll be home by then.
I don't want you to leave your car outside because you get hurt.
Yeah.
How's your mama doing?
Mama's doing good. Mama back in the hospital.
Good time.
But yeah, she.
As
We
a-
went down on the coast. We got a new grandbaby coming, and I had to make some phone calls. And I tell you, my buddies and Metro and all that stepped up. Went to go take care of Mama. She's got AFib, and it went a little haywire. So they're gonna keep her
That's good.
at the hospital for a little while. But she's really doing good. We got back in town yesterday morning. Charlene, thank you. She stayed with her all day. I can't believe everybody was talking about her like they were last week, because she's a really good person. And
Julia.
I'm behaving this morning. Greg isn't here to make me act bad, and Chad's a nice person.
I saw him just
unlike
yesterday.
him.
He asked about you, by the way.
Did he ask about
did,
me?
he did.
Well, because Greg's not here, I got to wear open-toed shoes today without fear of getting made fun of.
she does.
Chad's
look
not brave
happier,
enough.
doesn't she? I mean, look at her. She's got a glow on her today.
Have you ever painted the toenails, or you just leave them raw and natural like that?
Raw.
Why are we talking about my toenails right now?
Because I was, often you're
He's thinking
standing
about getting his done.
No, you'll be right up in
No,
Winn-Dixie.
mine are properly taken care
Because you
of.
can be in line at Winn-Dixie or Walmart and look down and think, woof.
No.
Here's a gift certificate.
No.
Go do something. We'll be right
Y'all
back.
are a mess.
We got a lot
Help
of weather.
me, somebody.
We got weather to talk about and things that went on over the weekend. Plus, we're going to tell you about this big nasty gram making its way now into the western side of Lauderdale County. That's next as we continue this morning.
Leadership isn't about making promises. It's about showing up, listening, and getting things done. As mayor, I'll be visible, accessible, and accountable. You deserve transparency in how your tax dollars are spent, and I'll ensure clear budgeting policies that build public trust. And when crisis strikes, I'll lead with experience, just like I did during the COVID-19 pandemic. Meridian deserves a mayor who's ready to work on day one. I'm ready. Let's move Meridian forward together. On April 1st, vote for Percy Bland as your mayor.
Advanced Auto Glass by Joey can handle all your windshield repair and replacement needs. Service work is guaranteed and covered by warranty. Our technicians are professional, auto glass trained, and have over 100 years of combined experience. Advanced Auto Glass by Joey utilizes in-house calibrations for vehicle safety systems. Most insurances are accepted, and reliable mobile service is available in surrounding areas. Keep cars cool and secure with custom tinting, side mirror replacement, and AquaPal windshield wipers. There's one clear choice in auto glass repair. Advanced Auto Glass by Joey.
For something as vital as your eyes, you should have your lenses and contacts made with the utmost care and precision. And that's what Grayson Optical does on 24th Avenue. Since 1996, Grayson Optical's mission has been to provide Meridian and surrounding areas with quality eye care products. That's why we're locally owned and operated. And don't forget, custom-made sunglasses like Costa for your eyes only. When you need to see clearly, Grayson Optical. 2021 24th Avenue, Meridian. 601-693-6374.
Hi folks, Paul Brown with Dixie Buildings. We're here to take care of all your building needs for your personal and your business needs. That includes portable buildings, carports, sheds. Don't forget your hunting camps are coming in. You can start out with our 8x10s. If we cannot haul it, we can build it for you on site. We have 2 locations, one on Highway 19 South and our home office just around the corner on Long Creek Road. Just give us a call at 601-483-4943.
Welcome back. I'm your friend Scotty Ray. We have an update on weather, and let's go to radar this morning to take a sneak peek of what we got. Great news for Newton County. A very, very small portion of it still left under severe thunderstorm warning. For the most part, Neshoba, Newton County out of severe thunderstorm warning. Only this area right here right there, that little corner there up by Battlefield is still under. As we look at Neshoba County, Tucker east and anywhere east of Burnside Park, Neshoba Central High School east to Kemper County is under a severe thunderstorm warning. As we look at Kemper County, we're still getting a lot of rain in northern Kemper County, and then 493 Damascus area. As we look at this, we have a storm right at the Kemper County line that's moving through Calyx. We'll be there in 16 minutes, and Paulette within half an hour. Look at the lightning that we've got up here. Cypress Mills is popping all around it. North of DeKalb, there, Highway 39, Highway 21. Y'all be careful. And this is fast approaching Wahala. Now, I know that ain't but 20 of y'all still there, but that's okay. It's rain coming.
I mean, you using Dollar Generals as a point of reference, it's got to be confusing. I mean, I passed 6 on the way here.
Everybody knows where they are. My DG.
Yeah.
As we move down on this, southern Kemper County looks pretty good at this point. Northern Lauderdale County, this severe thunderstorm warning right here up by Samdale Monument until 8 o'clock. The lower portion of Lauderdale County under severe thunderstorm warning until 7:45. Now let's look at what we got here in this western side of Lauderdale County. This is moving in. The severe thunderstorm warning canceled here, but I-20 and let's see here, that's 7. Let's up fresh this just
Is that the
real
town
quick.
that eats like a meal?
What's that now? What did she
know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
What did she say about Zuckerberg?
No, I said the town that eats like a meal.
Oh.
Chunky.
Yes,
You
now I
remember
get
that
it.
commercial?
I missed that whole
you
thing.
remember it. You don't remember that? I don't remember what it was on. It was
It was
like
on
that.
beef stew or something.
Yeah, something like that. The town that eats
Now,
like a meal.
as we move into this area, y'all look here where the heavy rain is. This is going to be just west of the airport. Here's the prison. As you move in, right out here at Meehan, y'all, it is cutting a rug, as they say at the volunteer fire department.
Yeah, that was rough.
Heavy rain.
We're getting hail at Sugarlock.
Filling up that river.
Well,
Well, so let's see.
Let's just go ahead and look at our hail path of what we have. Yep, right there. That's that hail coming. Ooh, look at that lightning.
Man,
Somebody
right in front of
Chunky.
Stay away from your windows in Wahala.
I love Chunky, but I didn't know it had a north and a south. I thought it was just right there.
And then Lauderdale County Schools, 10 o'clock start. So not 9.
Lights flickering, equipment, and we're going to look at how much power we've got out. Yeah, that is a big deal there for South Chunky. Well, you quit messing with me over there.
Oh, man.
Enterprise, we do have some rain there in Enterprise, but again, the heaviest of rain that we're showing right now, and again, I don't see this making it all the way until 7:45. I do think that they may cancel this in the next little bit, but y'all look at this rain that we've got here. This is here's Stuckey's Bridge, here's out by Dunn's Fall. It's just to the west of there, and they're going to call that still Enterprise, even right along in that Enterprise area. Be careful there, 59. Oh, big time. Now, for some reason, and they may have fixed it, we have not had the amount of wrecks coming into Meridian at Dead Man's Curve.
So they did go in and resurface that area, and they actually grooved it a little bit. So there is a little bit
It's
more.
helped, hasn't it?
It is. It's like, maybe somebody's NASCAR tracks, hold a car about 200 miles an hour. They figure, well, we'll try a little grooving down there on I-59.
Get a little grip to it.
A little grip to it. Knock on wood. It's been good.
Now, downtown Meridian right now, as we'll turn this on and take a look at this, downtown around MCC, 8th Street area, moderate rain there, a little bit heavier as you get over by McDonald's, but by the time you reach 22nd Avenue there, it's a drizzle there, but it will make its way on across the city at this point. Meridian High School, we got some drizzle in the parking lot. Even as you're coming on North Hill Street, you're going to get some of that coming across. Out by the big church, of course, at the Evangel Temple, we got showers out by Greg's, even out here at Long Creek Ball Field. But again, the worst of the rain that we've got is west in Meehan and then southwest Lauderdale County there near Enterprise. Severe thunderstorm warning again until 7:45. Things are looking better as we look at this.
So, some people had commented and said schools are being delayed because of rain. Why? It's not the rain. Who cares about the rain for the most part? It's these flat-sided, non-aerodynamical school bus that we put our kids on that take a full force of the wind, and if it takes a gust of 70 miles an hour, it puts every single child on that bus in danger. So the best thing to do is keep a bus off the road while these high winds are coming, and that's the main reason that the schools have elected to do a late start to try and get behind these wins.
I hate seeing people get real upset about it one way or the other. Oh, they're closing the schools, and I get people have jobs and everything like that. But just like on the city council, these people at the schools, they got information. They look at it. They make the best decision they can. You make a decision for your family, and just move on. It's not going to be that.
At least they made it the day before, so you have time.
Yeah, and those are things and considerations that they have. So your set of circumstances and what they are and how it impacts you. There's a lot of people with different circumstances and impacts them differently, and that administration should be thinking about everybody when they make those decisions, and then you make your own, and that it's America. And
well,
don't get so upset about it.
Yeah, and you said the key word. You decided as a parent, this is the way I'm going to go. My kids are going to stay home today.
And that's the way. And there's so many. Everybody works now. I work so it's not as easy as I want to. But when you're that concerned about safety, then you do what you feel like you need to do. So.
All right, let's talk about power for a brief second. Lauderdale County, well, let me show y'all. Y'all are doing good right now. Let me go back over here where you can see this button. As we look at this, not but 3 people out of power right now. 2 people up near DeKalb, and then 1 person out to the west here. So that's not bad at all.
Well, they didn't have power before.
Well, I'll tell you, we've got some wind outside the studio.
It's whooping.
It is picking up right around here.
Need to come up. No wonder Greg is always sitting in my lap.
Yeah.
Because this camera is off.
Did you hear Greg sitting in her lap a little bit?
Yeah.
I thought I heard. We had an emergency during commercials. I asked Julia about the toenails, and she was going to show us the color, and it looked like some shutters I'd seen before. But the amazing part was when she went to show us the foot, it got hung. And if it hadn't been for Chad helping pry the leg back down and get it to the floor, it would have been rough.
A lot of people say that your news is inaccurate.
Well, I'll tell you what. Let's be fair about this.
Okay.
Plop that foot up there and show everybody that color. It's a. It kind of looks.
This is why I don't come in.
But y'all seen it. If we go back to Urban Cowboy, y'all remember the turquoise that they wore on the belt buckles? That's what her foot looked like. Did you see it, Chad?
I saw it.
This man's running for council. He's telling you the truth.
All right. Anyways, let's talk about that. Election day's tomorrow. It's not going to be raining.
That is the good news. Julia, you've been involved in politics throughout Lauderdale County for quite some time, at least a week.
A week.
And
we've been talking about this ballot for a long time.
We have.
It matters a lot. I've seen that there was going to be some people moving around, whether they wanted to or not. And the city council is something that gets overlooked somewhat. Everybody's excited about the mayor's race, and that is exciting, and it matters a whole lot. But it doesn't matter if they don't have a city council that's workable and can understands and is reasonable.
Teamwork is a big deal.
It's a big deal. And so tomorrow, if you live in the city of Meridian and you're a registered voter, you get to walk into your polling precinct, and you'll be asked if you want a Republican or a Democrat ballot, or you should be. They shouldn't just assume which one you want. And so you'll get into a line, and if you live in Ward 5 and you are asked for a Republican ballot, then you'll have Chad Acton as an option. Yep. He's somebody that I've worked very closely with, and it's somebody that I'm going to be voting for. Chad has been committed to this community for a long time, and he is the children, the youth of this community are better for him being here. And he has a unique ability, in my opinion, from looking at the numbers that he put up last time, to be successful in the general election. And that's something that needs to be considered. We are blessed on many fronts, on ballots throughout this city, that we've got some good options. And in the past, that's not always been the case. But something that needs to be considered is who can take it through to the end. And that is why I'm supporting Chad and encouraging other people to do the same. This is a very important race. A lot of money is being spent in the Ward 5 race, and I won't get on why and who and what at this point in time, but when outside money is starting to influence a race, then I have concerns, or I want to understand the why of it. Chad is a coach and a teacher that lives right by Meridian High. He's as Meridian as they come. He's going to make the best decisions he can with the information that he has, and it's a very, very important race. So I encourage everybody to get out and vote, and I'm voting for Chad.
Well, thank you.
Let me say this.
appreciate that.
When you say outside money, this means this is a group that is not from Meridian that wants to influence this for other reasons.
That is my opinion at this point. When we get into the general, we'll get there and talk about it. Honestly, where I'm at right now is this is the guy that can win the general. And so that as a Republican, I'm saying this is who I believe that we need to take into the primary.
This council is not going to see any money from our newly developed industry that we've got coming in. But this council is going to see the groundwork. They're going to have to build the foundation of what we see coming up. And we need people in place that knows, hey, there's possibly $50 million a year coming in extra. And how do we build our foundation to get ready for that type of money coming into our area?
It's just decision. I mean, it's decisions. And it's caring about the community and having your interest at heart, not anyone else's interest.
Great.
You know, living here, working here, raising a family here, and that's what matters.
Now, you've been a coach for forever, haven't you?
Yeah, coach, athletic trainer, and teacher for 31 years.
And you started out at Lamar, and you've been at Meridian High School for
19
years. You've met a lot of, that's a couple of generations of kids.
It is. And that's why I said last time, it's fun knocking on these doors and you see former students and former athletes, you know, and then you get to see their kids, and I end up playing in the yard with them. So it's fun.
Being out and about with Chad is almost like being out and about with Scotty Ray in the right neighborhood, right? You know,
Yeah.
So he has a lot of trust in that community. There are mamas that he has raised, you know, 3 of their kids basically. They know him really well. They trust him, and that is something that you can't put up enough billboards or pay for enough commercials to convince people that Chad's a good guy, and they know that, and they've seen it for decades now.
We had someone mention that there could possibly be some power outages in Clark County. We'll check on that in just a moment there. With this being said, let's talk about polls when they open.
7 a.m. to 7 p.m.
Yep. Now, Ward 5, do you know where the voting polls are in those areas? Where to tell people? Do we know exactly where they are? Which
all
buildings?
Spread out.
We're out here. I know there's 5 of them.
Yeah, there's 5 of them. You got the fire station downtown is one.
I have not seen a thing from the city of Meridian that goes, if you live in this, ever put out.
Well, if your polling location changed, you should have gotten a new card, and I did. Mine changed. I'm formerly a resident of Ward 1. I'm a resident of Ward 5. There's been some confusion.
There's been a lot of
Be patient tomorrow. If you get to your precinct where you believe that you're supposed to vote and your name is not on that roll, don't get upset. It will be okay. You can call City Hall,
right.
You can call Donna Gill, call somebody, find out if you're at the right place. If you are still, they're saying you're at the right place and you're registered there, you can do an affidavit ballot there. It is a process, but everybody needs to, be calm tomorrow, because there are changes, and it may not be the way that it has been for the last 5 years for you. Right. So, you get the opportunity to do this every now and then, and everybody likes to comment on how the city should be and stuff, and this is your opportunity to do something about it.
I like that comment, because I do make a lot of comments about it. Show up, be strong, and tell what's going on.
We're getting a report of a tree
and I will
across the
publicly
road.
shame you.
Where we got a tree across the road at?
Windsor Road and Windsor Circle. We've got trees across the road blocking the entire road. So if you travel on Windsor Road, Windsor Circle area, around there between Kings Road.
So you're saying Stanley Lucky
careful.
needs a chainsaw in his hand in the next few minutes?
I bet he's got one, and I bet they got crews out headed that way.
Bailey will respond to that.
Yes. Hopefully there's no power lines, but we haven't got reported power out in that area, so hopefully it's just a tree.
Hope so. We'll be right back. We got more coming up with Julie. That girl is all over it this morning. We got some more comments coming from her. Election Day. An important day in the Meridian history of
I'm
what will
excited.
happen.
I'm ready. I've been waiting for April Fool's Day.
We'll be live tomorrow night. We expect you to come by and do commentary with us.
I got some comments.
That's coming up. We'll be right back. American Portable Buildings not only has buildings, but they also have trailers. They're budget friendly, zero down, no credit today. Take a look at all they have to offer. If it's a trailer you need, they have them from 12 foot to 16 foot to 18 foot, even car haulers. If you're tired of having to borrow a trailer every time you need one, see them today. Call 601-693-6200 or drop by for a visit at 4838 Old Homestead Road in Meridian.
Collinsville, Mr. Discount Drugs, your local pharmacy and gift shop, thanks you for your continued support. Whether you shop with us in-store, through our app, over the phone, or in our drive-thru, our team will provide the best personalized customer service experience you expect from your local pharmacy. When you call or message us, you are promptly greeted by the Mr. Discount team that's ready to help. When you choose our pharmacy, you're choosing a locally owned pharmacy that cares about you and your community. Collinsville, Mr. Discount Drugs makes a difference.
Are home problems turning your life upside down? Trust Heblon Heating and Air Conditioning to save the day. We can keep you comfortable with special savings for your home, like up to $3,000 off new HVAC systems or a tune-up for just $69. Keep the power on with a generator. Get $200 off installs and 0% financing for 60 months. We do it all at Heblon Heating and Air Conditioning and offer financing options for any repair or installation. Call for a free quote or visit us online at HeblonHeatingandCooling.com.
H&H Residential of Meridian is your #1 carpet and flooring store. If you've been thinking of a new look for your home or office, call for a free estimate or consultation. H&H can install or you can do it yourself. H&H has all of your design needs from color, style, and texture. If you can dream it, H&H can make it a reality. Come see the large selection of hardwood flooring, laminate, vinyl, and even carpet. H&H Residential of Meridian, open Monday through Friday, 9 to 4, 321 Hawkins Crossing Road. Call Rosemary anytime, 601-462-9541.
Welcome back.
Go back to work.
Yeah.
Let's talk about power outages for a moment, and we're going to check radar again of what we have so far. This is where we are in Mississippi with power outages. Let's talk about what's going on in Jasper County. 2,100 people. And now, again, we got to remind you, Jasper County is mostly the rural route. It's going to take a little bit to get that power back up as we look at this over in Clark. Not bad, 33 people without power now. Newton, about 140, not bad at all. Neshoba, a little bit more, about 100. And this eastern side, as you can see here, the storm, as it decreased as it came along.
Yeah.
Now, as you get down here to Smith County, 500. We get 2,200 in Covington County. Jones County, about 2,300. And again, that tornado warning was in this area right along in here. As you look at that, we've had at least some form of damage there, whether it was straight line winds. We haven't gotten confirmation from the National Weather Service as to what went on. Good news is, let's pull up radar, show y'all where we are as we go back to Doc's Toyota radar. Heavy showers in northern Kemper County there. A bunch of lightning there as it moves into Geiger, Alabama, on top of the hill there by the Methodist Church. A lot of rain in that area as we come down to Cab. Moderate rain. We are still showing some, you'll see there, hail.
Somebody says Poplar Springs Drive doesn't have power.
Ooh, we'll look at that.
Yeah.
That's home.
No power east of Quitman.
That's a Ward 5.
That's Ward 5.
Yeah, hold on a minute.
You need to go, Chad.
We do have these severe thunderstorm warnings remaining until 7:45 for Clark and Lauderdale County down to Shibuda. And then this northern tip of Lauderdale County at Shucktown, these areas right along in here, will go until 8 o'clock into Kemper County as we look at this.
It's going to be a busy day for a roofer.
It is.
Yeah.
Some repairs, isn't it?
Right.
Let's go back over and take a look at Mississippi Power.
So where we got
Which button?
Jordan, watch out, because why not still got some more hard rain coming, so be cautious out there.
Yes. Now I have to hit this. Here's Mississippi Power. As we show that we have some power outages here. Nothing major as we glance around here. Nothing major at all with that. Let's look at
28 right now, so.
Let's take a look at EMEPA in Lauderdale.
Oh, no, 868, but that's their
statewide. Yeah.
Okay.
And again, here's the latest that we've got 7 verified outages. Well, here we go. A little bit more than that.
That's it.
Yeah, this is going to be the one that's got everybody out. Yeah. Bailey toward town right there.
Well, we might.
Yeah, we were just north of that, so we missed that.
Oh, what if we lose power out here?
We got battery
Chad's
backup.
never coming back if y'all get cut off again.
Oh, no, we got-
he'll be
we
there.
got
generators.
We got battery backup till the generator come on.
Okay.
Yeah,
I should have known.
And we're running an extension cord
Is it
from
gas?
the other one.
It's a gas powered generator.
Gas power.
Okay.
Gas power.
All right.
We're ready for it because I wouldn't remember to put fuel in it.
Angie would have used it for the lawnmower if we kept running gas.
Oh, she will nab your gas. But here's what we're looking at: Highway 493 out to Windsor Road, where that tree is down.
Yeah,
and Odie, that
might
may be the
it.
problem.
Okay.
That may be the problem.
Yeah.
Button Gun Road all the way up there. Look at this. Goes over.
Funny.
Because you know King, well, no, that station's not there at King Road anymore. So
This runs up to the gas station on Highway 39 to the red light over by Briarwood Road.
Yeah.
Right along there.
Yeah, we got a bunch of people without power.
So 313 without power in that area there as we get our latest update from EMEPA. They're working on it as quickly as they can. As soon as this rain breaks loose, they'll be back out to go handle that and get that back up there. Now, again, as we talk about Election Day, I want to remind y'all, we've got the app up we do on the, let me see what App Girl just said. She just said something. Ooh, I got a picture. Boy, that's rough. We'll get that up in a second.
Apple Power right now.
Yes, we're working on getting the Android updated, but as you'll click here, this is the app. And then
look at
as you pull this up, right here it says Tuesday. Let me click on that. And this will give you a look, lights out at Briarwood Road. This gives you a look at every candidate of what they're running for. It starts with the mayor and it will go down through city council. And it tells you a little bit about them. So find out about your elected officials. Get the app if you hadn't downloaded this, Scotty Ray Report. You go to that app store and get it there, and it just goes on and on with these pretty pictures.
And if you haven't,
There he is.
Oh, look at that picture. Look there. Whoa, look at that.
If you haven't yet
That's
and you
funny.
live in the city, for the mayor, go on there and do the straw poll.
Yeah, straw poll is still up.
Is
on
it
there.
still up?
Yeah. You got to look for it. It's on there, but it is still there.
Man, if you go looking for something on Scotty Ray's page, you get what is
That's-
that? Carpal tunnel syndrome. Like,
That's why the app is so much
They
better.
sell it for everybody.
You can organize the app to where Facebook just won't let you move anything around. It is what it is. We also have a website. We should have the live backup working on the app within a couple of days. There, we had to do some adjustments on that, but it's all coming together.
look at you getting all techie.
Oh, boy. and as you well know, I don't know much about the techie stuff. I'm learning slowly but surely there. But the election tomorrow, let's talk about mayor's election for a moment there. You
Now,
have four choices.
It's a Democrat primary tomorrow for the mayor's race. There'll be a general election. That's the whole story of tomorrow. Is you are voting for who you want to move on to the next round. So you either vote Democrat or Republican. They're two separate ballots. So there's no Republican mayor's race
He dropped
tomorrow.
out.
Dropped out, wouldn't
You wouldn't have made
he was the only one on the
beans.
so you'll be able to choose between the four. There's a possibility of a runoff in that because that to proceed you need 50% of the vote plus one. So from there, April 22nd would be that runoff. If you vote in the Republican primary tomorrow, you cannot vote in that Democrat runoff April 22nd, just FYI.
Now, as we talk about the mayor's thing, Chad, you lost 73, 74 votes last time.
Right.
The person that you ran against has decided they wanted to run for mayor, so they've dropped out, which opens this back up to you and several other people that want to do that. So you've been knocking on doors. You gotten any good food?
Actually, I have. A lot of good places.
Meridian really is. No kidding. I've been to a lot of crime scenes, and I'll get ready. If somebody be barbecuing, they give me chicken. I'm telling you, we have
stumbled off in
hospitality.
there, haven't you?
There's nothing wrong with getting some food. What's that look for?
Nothing. I promise. I'm behaving.
You sure?
I am. It is Ward 5 is.
It's big.
People tend to vote party lines. I wish that everybody voted, and I wouldn't be disappointed. I wish that people would vote for the people they're supposed to, but they do. They're creatures of habit. Chad defied some numbers significantly last time. He surprised us because that ward is, if you look at past elections, heavily votes Democrat. Get within 74 is real significant.
Yeah.
Those lines have changed a little bit, and so there is a very good path forward for Chad, and so we're excited to see.
But to make a difference in any of them, the key is go vote. You've got to go to the polls tomorrow and make your voice heard. And I don't want to come on here Wednesday going, boy, that was a bad turnout.
No, because we're going to do that. We're going to do that Tuesday.
We'll do it
night.
Tuesday.
Yeah.
But let's surprise everybody. And there's so many people have put their life on the line, lost their life, to give you the freedom to go vote and the right to go vote. And we all should take that serious and go vote.
Greg's chiming in.
What's he got to say?
Somebody must be doing it because he doesn't know how to.
Well, he's texting me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he ain't on. His wife's got the radio tuned in and whatever.
So he sent you a message too?
What'd he say to you?
He sent me a picture of your toes.
You're so
That's it on the right. He said, "Have you really ever seen them?"
What's going to happen is Scotty Ray Mobile's going to have some slashed tires today. I don't know what's going to. No, he said, "Why are you in my chair?" And everybody says I need to sit in this chair from now on. So Greg, you're moving, and then he wants to know who I'm cheating on him with.
Upsetting Greg sitting next to his woman is a bad thing.
Oh yeah.
Well,
I feel like you could take him.
oh yeah.
As we get in,
Oh, a hamburger. He'll make it.
He'll be fine. He'll be fine.
our highly contested races, Ward 5 being one of them.
Ward 5 is a hot one.
3, is it? It's pretty hot, isn't it?
Ward 3 has got, is it a 4 or 5 way?
5, I believe.
5-way Democrat primary.
yeah.
And anytime you got that many people in a race, some stuff can happen. That's a lot of people on a ballot.
Yeah.
It's less than Jackson's got on the mayor's ballot. So goodness. Ward 1's got a pretty contested Republican primary. That Ward 3 is hot. There's a lot going on there.
Not a lot going on here.
You'll find out who your council person for Ward 4 is tomorrow because there's only 2 people. Yeah. There's not a Republican opponent, so that one they get to be done tomorrow either way.
Somebody's gonna breathe.
Yeah, but Ward 5 is just, it's hot on both sides. There's a lot of money, a lot of action.
And also
going
an
on
independent in that race. I didn't realize that.
Mm-hmm.
I'd almost forgotten about that.
Yeah, there's a lot going on.
The runoff is going to be the 22nd, should there be one, and we do anticipate.
There's no Republican runoffs that will be on the 22nd because we only have 2-way contested races, so he's got to have 3 to have a runoff. Because somebody gets 50% plus one when it's just the 2.
Right.
So.
That's a quick look at what is going on with this. On the eve of the election, Meridian, and I put it this way. If you're watching us and you go, I think Meridian is great, I wouldn't change a thing. Vote the way you did last time. But if you're looking at me going, man, I'm scared to go to my mailbox after dark. Or, was that a shooting now? Did I just hear? Make a change. And you can do that with a pencil. Or electronic little button, however they do it in the city. I've never voted in the city before, but it makes a difference. You've got to have your voice said, heard rather. And if you do nothing and don't vote, nothing is going to change. It's the same old same. You can be heard. We need leadership.
I used to say vote no matter what. Like, you need to go vote. But I've been corrected on that. I've changed my mind. If you don't know, if you hadn't looked at it, don't go vote. Just, if you haven't bothered to educate yourself, don't go vote. But you still got time. So check out the
and it looks like you can go to Scotty Ray Report on the app and pull up information on these.
Right.
And remember, April 22nd, the runoff, which most likely would see this, is also the runoff for different ballot, maybe in different places, but the House of Representatives.
And it wasn't but 5 of y'all when voted last time.
Some places had zero. But talk about
that
it.
is.
I'd be ashamed to even.
That is. There was polling precincts in the house race that had 0 turnout. Nobody even showed
Wow.
up at the whole for the whole day.
That's tough.
Yeah. 12 hours of sitting
But you
there and not
Facebook
one
keyboard
person.
warriors, y'all don't mind clocking in for that job.
This is where you need to hire the Blues Brothers to go through your neighborhood with their microphone and say, "Get out and vote." You remember how they done it?
No.
Tonight.
There's a list out there that you can get. It doesn't show who you voted for, but it'll show if you voted or not.
Did y'all just notice that the thunder just rattled the movie?
I was cranking up the broom. I'm about to go.
Oh, but we'll be right back. More coming up as we move along this morning.
Experience matters, and relationships matter. Joe Norwood is ready to lead on day one because he's already built the connections that get results. It's time to bring our fair share back to East Mississippi. Let's keep growing together. Let's let Joe be Joe. Joe Norwood, not your average Joe. Paid for by Friends to Elect Joe Norwood.
Rockhouse Gun and Pound, located at 5430 Highway 19 North, is ready for spring. From weed eaters to push and riding lawnmowers, and one of the largest selections you'll find in chainsaws, along with power tools and generators for backup power. Maybe you're in the market for a TV or maybe a guitar. And not to mention a large selection of diamond rings and Louis Vuitton purses. The Rockhouse Gun and Pawn even has a private lobby for your pawns for confidentiality. Visit them today, Highway 19 North, Rockhouse Gun and Pawn. The tractors are rolling at Freeman Tractor on Highway 494. Drop in and see Keith, Cornbread, or Buttermilk. They've got a tractor that fits the need that you have. Whether it's a 26 horsepower, a 40, or bigger. Plus, they offer 0% financing for up to 96 months. Whether it's a part, a new tractor, 0% financing, or just simply a laugh. 601-626-8759, Highway 494 in Collinsville. That's Freeman Tractor. Welcome back. We are getting word there could possibly be an accident at Cotton Gin Road.
And 45.
As we get details on that, we'll pass that along to you.
No injuries right now, so that's a good thing. Yep.
All right, Tom.
Scoot that over just a hair. Let me see if I can get that last name.
Odie being nosy there. As I mentioned there, we had shots fired in the city limits of Meridian this weekend as we talk about elections and change, and we did have someone shot. This is where we'll go. Let's go to the intersection here. This is due north of due south of Northcrest Baptist Church on 35th Avenue here. You've seen this area there. Someone would drive through spraying gunfire, 35th, 45th, right there. Had 4 cars hit. One person struck in the hand. They were outside. They didn't go through the building, but they were struck. Now, this isn't the first time it's happened there. Numerous times we've had that, but yet another person shot. We are ahead in murders for the year. We're sitting, this time last year we had 2 murders. This year we have 4 at this point in time.
Wow.
And we hadn't even made it to April yet. So that gives you a little insight of what crime is doing there. All about
you keep talking about my toes.
If you would handle this situation, Julie, I think we could probably nip this in the bud because this guy was out a lot this weekend. Naked man has taken to the street time and time again this weekend down by the Ferris wheel.
Chad, as councilman, what do you plan on doing about Naked Man?
We got to get him off the street. For sure.
No, he's fast. I don't know that you have any police officers that can keep up with him.
Well, there's ways to catch him.
Is it now?
Maybe you can get some of those fast kids you coached.
Oh, yeah, they'll go get him.
Mississippi Band of Choctaw Indians had a break-in over the weekend in the Hope community. They had one of their gators stolen. As you'll see, the gate, look at that, busted through and stolen there. If you've seen this, contact the Choctaw Police Department, 656-5711, or you can call Eric. He'll be glad to hear from you if you saw something. But we don't need anything like that going on. Theft, it's not good and it's not right. Mm-hmm. Let's see here. We had a bunch of man, you can't park here.
Yeah, that's right there with a power pole too.
Well, and he had to sit there a few minutes because he could not get out. And,
I bet.
And let this be a lesson: if you're ever involved in an accident and this is laying all over your vehicle, do not open the door.
Yes.
What do you do?
Sit there.
We'll come get you.
They turn
All
the
right.
power off.
I'm genuinely asking, what if we got smoke coming and stuff like that?
The
Shouldn't you
rubber
get
on
out
your-
at some point?
The rubber on your tires protects you. If you step foot on the ground, it's over.
Okay, but the vehicle is on fire.
If it gets that bad, we will call and get the power company to shut everybody's power down.
Okay. But I sit in the car with it smoking and possibly catch it at some point.
6 of one, half a dozen of another.
Which way you want to die?
You know.
Okay. All right. Good deal. Glad to know that.
But it will.
That's the kitchen, Scotty Ray.
Oops. But it will fry you if those are on there and it's hot. So careful. And this is what it looks like after you get it loaded. Can't buff it out.
Nope. That's a big sledgehammer.
Those things happen. We even had a car fire in Clark County. They were down there. And look at this. Let's make this a little bit bigger here. Can't fix that one either.
You need to start carrying around a bag of marshmallows.
You're right. We lose a lot of cars to things like this.
It does seem like a lot of cars are catching on fire.
And why, I don't know. There's bound to be a reason. Let me bring this up. There was a lot of people that disagreed. When somebody breaks the law, you're breaking the law. Mm-hmm. It is the sheriff's department, wherever it is, will get you. In Neshoba County, they had a runner. This guy was most likely drinking and driving, saw the checkpoint, jumps in somebody's yard, jumps out and hauls britches. They commenced to following. I don't know if he was ever caught or not. I hadn't talked back with Eric there, but Highway Patrol helped out with this. Also, Mississippi Department of Game Wildlife helped out with this also. But they had a runner. He could have hit someone head on, and yes, they should chase him. There was people saying you shouldn't waste resources. Well, that's not wasting resources because it teaches others you can't drink and drive. We will arrest you. Am I right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Somebody had asked earlier about polling places. What the city's website shows right now on Ward 5 is this Bonita Ridge Apartments, 15th Avenue, Baptist, and Trinity. I didn't know that the fire station had dropped off.
Let me name those locations again.
According to the city's website. Asterisk. Trinity Baptist Church is going to be 5C. That's going to be kind of the North Meridian area. And then 15th Avenue Baptist Church is going to be, further south, 5A. And then 5B is going to vote at Bonita Ridge Apartments is what the approved polling places are showing. This is on the city's website. I'm not a YouTuber, so I can't do this. But you can go to that and you can see the map of the wards and all that kind of stuff. If you're not sure, if they have the updated redistricted map on there and the approved polling places for each location. So.
Want to around the 6,000 block of Chunky Duffy Road. If you're in going down that road there, they've got some real low hanging power lines. They've got some people out, but they're waiting on power company to get there. So if you're around the 6,000 block of Chunky Duffy Road, please slow down a little bit. You see some people out there with the lights on. They're trying to tell you that, hey, slow down, make it easy to come through here. You don't want to rip power lines down.
Yeah, y'all stay at the house. Make the kids some pancakes. Don't get out if you ain't got to.
Go.
I'm putting up a few pictures, and it's not going to have a lot of description until I have more time to go back and straighten it out. But it has address, where it is. We have an incident that just happened on I-20, and let me go over here and take a look at this.
Clayton said... He said, you ever notice where there's no naked man sightings when you're on TV?
It's not you, is it, Chad? You can't get votes that way.
We have a little incident here. This is I-20 westbound by 22nd, 29th, in between 22nd Avenue and the 29th Avenue exit. And
can't park there either.
No, we got it looks to be, is that a box truck? Is that what it looks?
Yeah, that's a box truck.
We got a tire in the road.
I'm going to need that.
And somebody needs some rain eggs. I'm not going to call her out just yet, but rain eggs.
See, I don't like that rain eggs.
You don't?
No, I feel like it just, I don't know.
It just blows the rain off and you just keep right on
going.
I know, but it feels like it's like oily or slick. I don't know. I don't like it. Some people don't like rain eggs.
Let's talk about this. Eddie Murphy, let me turn this around. Eddie Murphy years ago had a skit, and it was talking about catching the Hell Express. What to do if you've done something bad and you just get on the Hell Express.
Yeah.
Well, we go to out here. This is one of those situations.
It was casual Saturday.
It was. I had a few wrinkles in my shirt.
It's okay.
We had an incident happen, and I had to go, and I had to go quick. I didn't have time to go find a press shirt.
No time for buttons.
No, it was time to roll. As we get here, the Evangel Temple. Are you making fun of me? I saw it.
Somebody laughed.
We had someone break into the church. They stole a television set from the Evangel Temple. Took their time. Brought along their little MacGyver pocket knife and took it off the wall. Here's when we get into this. Let me turn around. Let me get it over here. Back over here, Julia. Right there. This pole is split.
They are brave for taking that copper.
They cut a pole and it would snap 7 poles to the ground. If you're lost cable, this is why. 7 of them hit the ground. 4,500 feet of cable was then taken and destroyed and probably melted into something else. But
all to get a little copper.
And if you don't believe me, stop in front of the Evangel Temple, walk down the edge of the road, and look. All the poles are in the dirt down there. It did happen. Hopefully, if you saw something, I put that on there. Contact the Lauderdale County Sheriff's Department. That is their division, and let them know you saw something. Maybe we can catch these.
You know, a guy died last year in Jackson stealing copper.
Sure did.
Out of a pole. I mean,
it ain't worth your life. Not all of them realize that.
Stealing from a church, I just think that's a different. You know, they have enhancements on crimes, and I just think that should be that should be an enhancement.
Is going to throw an enhancement on there.
Yeah.
We're getting a report now that's a tree down on Cotton Gin 45, not a wreck. But still, be cautious in that
I wonder
area.
if they bumped the tree, maybe.
Yeah,
could have been, and they knocked the tree down. Yeah.
I don't know.
It could be.
Miss Rhonda had said something about storm shelters and FEMA and LEMA doing a reimbursement. And no, that is not true. What we are working on is trying to get FEMA to open that program back up. And once they do, you would have to apply for it. Once approved, then you go purchase a storm shelter, have it put in, do all of the checks, and they will reimburse up to $4,500. Now you would have to purchase it all up front and all that, but you cannot purchase it until you get accepted and approved. They don't go by income, they don't do any of that, but you do have to apply for it as well. Now I've got a meeting coming up with MEMA, and hopefully we can get a time to get this when we may see it in our area. But as of right now, no, there is no rebate for that as of yet.
Yep.
Interesting.
Can't build it right now, anyways.
Can't build it right now. It's a little wet, you know, but great to have. If you need one, go get one.
We mentioned red light out, and let's just show you the situation, how it looks here. This is Highway 39 at Briarwood. No red light, no power. They're working to get it restored, so treat this as a four-way stop for the best part.
That's exactly how you do this. If there's no light, it's a four-way stop. Yep.
We can do this, people.
Be cautious, because somebody come from NAS Meridian may not even notice since the light's not blinking. They just keep going. So do not enter that roadway without looking. It could
People
be
run the red lights.
Yeah.
And you think they're going to slow down for one and don't even have a light? Be careful.
You're right. On the way, we're going to tell you about what went on in Clark County yesterday. A big deal there. We had somebody retire. It was a big throwdown at the courthouse.
I heard.
We were there. It was fun.
I heard Greg took his shirt off.
He did. As a matter of fact,
I'm glad I missed that part.
We caught him. What we caught him with
you
a
couldn't
woman.
tell.
Boy, we'll be right back. Good afternoon, I'm your friend Scotty Ray, and look what we have found at Doc's Toyota in Philadelphia. Highway 16 West, a brand spanking new Tacoma. Have you seen these trucks? Come here and let's look at this. Now this has got the leveling kit. This is four-wheel drive. Isn't it sharp? Matter of fact, I think we need to look on the inside. Y'all look at this. Look at the large screen that you've got in here for navigation as you're going down the road. And talk about room, power seats, everything is electric inside of it. It is a beautiful truck. You can find this and so many more of these here at Doc's Toyota. Easy to find if you're looking for a Toyota, the best on the road. Come see us here at Doc's Toyota. Highway 16 West in Philadelphia. That's Doc's Toyota. The Precast Group, offering you the best selection when it comes to a storm shelter. Located on 145 South in Meridian, where they offer above-ground shelters that can be installed in your home as you're built in, are conveniently located right outside your home if it's already built. They also offer storm shelters that can be installed in a slight bank or on flat ground. Protect your family today with a very affordable storm shelter from the Precast Group. Highway 145 South, 601-482-0003. The Precast Group. When it comes to enhancing your outdoor experience, you need a companion that can keep up. The Kubota RTV 850 Sidekick at Parrish is your ultimate utility vehicle for every adventure. From the deer camp to trail riding or just working around on the farm, the Sidekick delivers powerful performance and versatility. These units start at $15,499 cash and have a $2,000 rebate. Financing is available as low as $285 a month. Welcome back. I'm your friend Scotty Ray along with Odie. Julia is here, and of course Chad Acton here. We, as we said, we went to Clark County yesterday. Big deal for a retirement party, and look who was there.
Oh, look at who it is. I saw him in Jackson not too long ago.
What was he doing?
Misbehaving.
Oh.
No, he was working hard for his constituents.
Let me see here.
That's all that man does is work hard.
I was trying to see if it showed it there. It's written backwards because of the way the camera does. But
no, they didn't just write.
If he'd have thought that he was going to be on camera with me, he could have had it transposed the other way to show the.
You know, he does his best with the education that he has.
But they.
Scotty Ray, Tony.
They presented him with a token there from the House of Representatives of thank you for the years of service. As we get into this, wrong picture, we would have the High Sheriff and the former Sheriff talk about what a great service Barry White
Somebody
did
needs to get that man a sandwich.
He is too skinny. We got to work on that. And I do that, but his
badge is even sagging down. You know, he can't.
Or either a smaller jacket. Is that what you say?
Yeah.
We're working on it.
Did he borrow that from Greg?
That's what Greg took off to give to him.
But y'all, let me tell you something. It was there's Barry there.
That's awesome.
A crowd from one end of that courthouse to the other, and then finally had to open up the front door for everybody to fit in there. It was
as it should be.
It is, and it was such fun to be there. We enjoyed it and appreciate the invite. And boy, that cake was good too. The only thing that I would have changed is they used red punch instead of that wedding, that green stuff you get at a wedding.
Are you serious right now?
Yeah, I would have really liked that instead, but I didn't plan it, so I'm just saying.
They didn't spike it, did they?
I was about to say, Greg's probably got a little flask sitting there.
That's what I was thinking.
His tasted just fine.
Yeah, he didn't have a problem with it.
A few of the goings-ons over the weekend that was there happening, and again, we did have fun going down there. Another thing, have y'all, I'm not sure.
I've been seeing them out there over the last week or so drawing, and I was wondering, well, what's going on?
I love
that
this.
was fun.
But
He went out there and
cool.
painted.
Yeah.
Paint by numbers.
Well, there's Rwanda.
Ramonde. If you do not start pronouncing that lady's name right, she is sweet. I know, but Ramonde Walker.
Like Ramada Inn.
Romande. Ramonde. It's not that hard.
It's Miss Walker. Let's just
Miss Walker. There you go, Miss Walker.
But
this is a great group of people, and they've done the murals all over town, and then they let you hop in. Tell them about
they actually let me paint out there. They took pictures of it to prove that I could paint.
In the lines.
Yeah, in the lines. Stayed in the lines. I did. It wasn't a Van Gogh or nothing, but it was still. I stayed in the lines, did what I was told, and painted the light blue.
This is a great group of people that have really brought a lot of color and light.
They did a lot of work on that too.
Did I hear correct that this is like a picture overview of Meridian? That's laid up.
I don't know. I've seen it,
Yeah.
but yeah,
Okay.
I've seen but it's it's kind of like abstract. It's going to look cool, but you can they want it to be a community project.
Right.
So if you're driving through, and they're out there painting, they welcome
Get out and
people
get a
to
brush,
stop because
huh?
they want it to
Yeah.
be part of the community. So
Yeah, it was fun. It's
cool.
good to get off of having to knock on doors. I went out there and painted, and there's a lot of people talking, and so we're trying to get the buzz to kind of help get more people out there to volunteer, because that's one way to get the city back together.
It is.
Now the other side, are they going to do that as well on the other side coming into Meridian, or?
I think
That's the next phase I heard of.
Yeah.
The next
Because
phase.
next time I want to go paint.
they didn't finish it on Saturday.
No.
That's
You
right.
can-
So they'll have some more.
Yeah, they'll have different schedules. I think they have a Facebook page where you can kind of follow
Yeah.
when they're painting. Leslie
Why don't you
Carew
do that?
is
Yeah.
involved in that. You can shoot her a message. But it's a great way to just.
That's awesome. I mean, I love that idea.
I went out and helped paint. What was it? Oh gosh, what's the liquor store out there that's got the Beatles one, the Beatles mural?
Oh.
I don't want to say the wrong one because the names are
yeah.
similar, and I always mix them up. I apologize. But
I didn't know they had a Beatles.
yeah,
I missed that.
it's the come together, and it's got like the shadows, and they're walking. Anyways,
Yeah, I'm trying to remember.
their Jimmy Rogers one. I helped on that a little bit, not as much. Over
It's
there
big.
on the other side of Weidman's. There's some good street art that's
Now,
popped up.
as y'all
in
bring all
street.
this up, when are we going to start? Because I've heard lots about it, and I don't know as much information as I should about the alley by Weidman's. What's going on with that?
It's going.
What's going to be in there, I guess, is my question.
So they're doing it's a full overhaul of that alley, and it needs to be done. So the surfacing is going to be redone. They're taking out the utilities and stuff. So it's going to be a pedestrian walking alley. It's going to get all cleaned up. Half shell oyster is supposed to be coming to Front Street on the other side. So they're going to be sharing the alley. So it just needed to be cleaned up, and it's becoming a busier and busier area. There will be art on the side, and there's a lot of creative people that are better at this than I am that are taking care of that. But it's an infrastructure kind of project too, with the utilities, the drainage, and cleaning up that surfacing, because it just stinks. It's nasty, and there's stuff on the other side. And as downtown becomes busier and busier, which is great. It needs. There's a lot of students moving downtown for MSU things and stuff, and it's going to be a great look. And that is a project that is a joint venture they got money on the federal level, on the state level, they got private funds, and then the city is participating as well. And that's what good projects like that usually involve, is a bunch of people working together.
Who puts on this golfing thing that happened?
Putt-Palooza?
Yeah, who done that?
That is Matt Shanrock. He does Meridian Main Street and works out at EMBDC, but they're the ones that sponsored it.
Totally missed that one. Didn't
did you?
Yeah, didn't know what was going on.
I'll get on to Matt and make sure that y'all get all the.
I could have been on a text and I may have missed it.
Okay,
too.
you might. Sometimes you don't read all your texts,
That's
Scotty
right.
Ray.
They come in a dozen at the time.
I will track that down and make sure that justice is served. Okay.
If you just call me and go, hey.
I'm sorry. I was out of town, or I would have. But that was a really fun event too.
I heard about that there.
Okay.
Coming up, we've got more.
Scotty Ray's got his feeling
We'll check
hurt.
back on the weather here in just a moment. We'll do a tow update and
a tow update.
Be right back.
Elect my dad to City Council Ward 5. Elect Dustin Hill to City Council Ward 5. Elect my dad to City Council Ward 5.
I'm Dustin Hill, and as the only candidate with proven experience, strong leadership, and a track record of success in the business community, I humbly ask for your vote in the Republican primary for Ward 5 City Council on April the 1st.
Elect Dustin Hill!
At Pettit Jewelers in Philadelphia, Mississippi, trust Nicole with your priceless heirloom jewelry. With generations of refined expertise, she ensures your cherished pieces are meticulously cared for. Pettit Jewelers, Philadelphia.
Our local headlines are brought to you by the Rock House Gun and Pawn. At the Back Porch, we're bringing families back together for fun, food, and all the things you love to enjoy around your home. Everything starts with a great grill, cookware, and accessories. Add in locally sourced meat and dairy, frozen vegetables and casseroles, and over 500 brands of spices and sauces. Relax in our chairs, swings, and daybeds and have fun with our cornhole boards. From animal print coolers to authentic Louis Vuitton purses, we have what you need. When you see the big chair, you've made it to the Back Porch.
You're back on the air, Scotty Ray.
Yep,
Well-
it's us again.
I was making sure I didn't miss something. I was getting some more clarification about.
People keep asking why I don't let Chad talk. I got a big old mouth. I'll shut up, y'all. It's not his fault.
I had this.
What is this? I hate y'all so much.
This was just sent in. People watch for you. That is a good picture, isn't it?
It is.
Huh? Like a little family.
They all want to hear
Greg
Chad
gets that
talk,
face
not
every
me.
now and then. Yeah. I wish I could vote in the Meridian primary.
Chad, tell them about your family, how you got here, what you do.
All right.
Country
Well,
did you come from?
yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Enterprise or what?
I've been a coach, teacher, and athletic trainer for 31 years. Lamar and Meridian High School, 19 at Meridian High School. So I've helped Ward 5 my entire, 31 years. Been on every street in Ward 5 multiple times in the tundra. So, but the main thing, the reason I do what I do is because my kids. My 3 boys, Branson, Nash, and Austin. We found out we have our second grandchild on the way, and so it's a very fun time for us right now, and we want to make this place, Meridian and Ward 5, safe. So that's why I'm running. I've always taken care of kids in Ward 5. I mean, I've dedicated my life for that. And the parents of Ward 5, they know they can approach me at any time. I go to their houses. I mean, I've been all over this place. And I feel like I've helped raise some of these kids, which I'm very proud of because they've gone off and become really successful.
All right.
And, I just want better places for our kids. I mean, I hear the gunshots at night. I mean, who doesn't? I mean, I go to houses and, like I said, there are people not coming out of their house if it starts to get dark. There's people that come from out of town to try to go grocery shopping in Meridian. And they have to do it at a certain time or they can't go because they're scared to death to go out if it gets dark. I'm wanting to address the crime issue. I mean, I have certain plans that we're going to try to put in place that we need to nip this in the bud real quick.
I think a lot of people agree with you on that.
I mean, it's I've seen firsthand what it does to these kids. I mean, they're terrified. The parents are terrified. They're scared to walk around at different places. I mean, I turn on the news and one gets shot, and somebody's got to stand up and take charge and try to get this taken care of.
Now you've been married to the same little lady the entire time, haven't you?
29 years, Sherry Purdy Acton, and she's from an Italian family, so.
She did really well.
Well, let's just. Can she make spaghetti?
Yes, they can cook.
Let's just get down to it. That's what it all.
I mean, she's the backbone of the family. She makes sure everybody, she keeps it a well-oiled machine.
Those lunch bags out and go.
Yes, yes, and she might be little, but
me. What you're saying?
No, she's not.
Dynamite come in a small package. Is that what you're saying?
I mean, but she's seen what I've done over these 31 years of around Meridian, and she was firmly behind it. The kids were behind it, and now that our grandkids and my older 2 are married, my youngest plays football at Ole Miss. So I mean, we're at a great time where Meridian is starting. We've got a crossroads we're at right now. We can keep doing the same thing we're doing and end up worse than some places in Jackson. I don't want that for Meridian. I think it's so much. This is a gold mine here. We just got to know how to put it together. We have a game plan. We just got to get everybody on the same page. And it's like anything. We need to be proactive instead of reactive.
Yes.
I mean, these plans that are coming up are going to actually could actually bring Meridian where everybody wants to move to Meridian and live.
And polls will be opening up. Julie, I'll turn to you for those times. And
7 a.m. to 7 p.m.
Now, typically on races
You need
like
an ID.
Got to have that.
Yep.
Show that you live here. We start seeing results 7:30 ish, 7:40, somewhere along in there.
We'll have some people at some precincts. They post up the totals there, and then depending on how that looks and how many absentee ballots and stuff like that, it just depends on how fast they drive and to drop the boxes off. But we'll have some indications probably around 7:30, 8 o'clock
A little bit of
how things look.
Now, I know that this is probably not going to be needed during this race.
Security.
Very few times are you going to need this kind of extension. Just because at 7 o'clock does not necessarily mean the polls close. If you're in line at 7 o'clock, you still get to vote. You just can't get in line.
Wouldn't that be a lovely world?
I would love for that.
Where we had that issue in Lauderdale County, people were in line.
Yeah. Oh, it's 7 o'clock, but I'm in line and I'm going to be here till 7:45.
Then you stay in that line. Don't get out of that line.
Don't get out of that line.
If there is one, there's not going to be a line. You'll be fine.
I'm just wasting my air on that, but it would be so nice to see that happen.
Just please go vote. I mean, the last election, there were people, 74 votes last time in this ward. And there were so many people that were out of town. And, we thought you'd won it already. You're going to win. We thought you were going to win. I'm like, please don't ever think that again. It ain't over till it's over.
That's right.
I'm trying to get everybody to go out.
Oh, they got this. I don't need to go.
No.
If you like somebody,
we found out what happened on that.
There's elections that are made by one vote.
Yes.
Believe it or not.
George Thomas, the very first time he got elected, he won by one vote, and now he has served 4 decades to the city of Meridian. So that's how much your vote really can matter and count. So I encourage everybody to get out and vote, and we'll see where we land tomorrow evening.
Yeah, I'm going out. Everybody I've ever coached, everybody I've ever worked with, everybody that knows me knows what kind of character I have and what kind of person I am. So I humbly ask that everybody, April 1st, tomorrow morning, starting at 7, go vote. I need your help on this.
Check them out, Chad Acton there. Don't forget, when it comes time for a house, these are the folks to see. Snowden and Company. Amanda will help you out. She's got like 8, 10, 12 people to work for her.
I mean, they're everywhere with houses, property, you name it. They've even got commercial buildings. Do you want to
look at this?
Get your own apartment building or live in a nice country setting? Look at that.
That's fancy.
That is
I'm
nice.
impressed.
Yeah.
Look at the driveway.
I got that Scotty Ray money.
Ooh, look at that. Man, this just keeps getting better. That's private big time. Look at the azaleas, y'all. Let's get inside.
Oh.
This
is nice.
You can find this and so many more things. Talk to Amanda. She'll show you around there. Staircases, upstairs. Yeah.
You got a guitar in there.
I'm going to
little
buy
shed out
cabinets.
back.
Them suckers will hurt your feelings.
Yeah.
Okay.
I actually won the Jimmy Rogers talent show.
See him today.
Were you playing the guitar when you?
Some.
Man, that ringtone is something, Odie. Interesting choice.
But it's so I'll pick it up.
So people will be like, pick that up.
We'll be right back.
Elect my dad to city council.
For something as vital as your eyes, you should have your lenses and contacts made with the utmost care and precision. And that's what Grayson Optical does on 24th Avenue. Since 1996, Grayson Optical's mission has been to provide Meridian and surrounding areas with quality eye care products. That's why we're locally owned and operated. And don't forget, custom-made sunglasses like Costa for your eyes only. When you need to see clearly, Grayson Optical. 2021 24th Avenue, Meridian. 601-693-6374.
We welcome you to a new vehicle buying experience here at Doc's Toyota. Buying a new vehicle doesn't have to be stressful, but don't just take our word for it.
This was the best experience I've ever had buying a vehicle.
Doc's employees are top-notch.
I drove 2 hours, not once, but twice, to purchase 2 vehicles with a 5-month time frame.
Doc's delivers competitive pricing, a comprehensive selection, and flexible financing options, helping you get on the road from Carthage, Meridian, and beyond. There's a reason why there's no deal like a Doc's deal.
You got to go back to work again.
I was reading. I got caught up in that second there. They have not released all the records yet to Gene Hackman's death. What went on in those final days of? Oh, that's horrible. I think on that of what went on, and hopefully we'll find out more about this.
Do we need the details?
Yeah, I think so. So it won't happen to someone else. That's the way I look at things like that.
Okay.
It helps prevent future deaths in situations like this. Well,
I'm genuinely asking.
She could have taken some medication that she was allergic to.
Okay.
She could have eaten something. We don't know what really on. Was there foul play that we don't know? Did somebody not do something they were supposed to? Check on them? Did that happen? You know, there was a week.
All right.
I have lots of questions into things like that. But sad situation there.
Mm-hmm.
We got any birthdays, Otis?
Golly, we do have some birthdays today. We're going to go back. Now, we got to go back to Saturday. But Al Davis had a birthday Saturday.
I saw him out there at Martin Day.
Brittany Campbell. Kevin Blythe, a.k.a. Bill Clinton, had a birthday Saturday. Lisa Booker, Dylan Fulton, and Philip Coleman. And Sunday we had Susan Culpepper. Norman T. Wilson had a birthday Sunday. Casey Stockman and Billy Barrett had a birthday Sunday. And Todd Turbyville starts off today with Taylor Johnson. Hurdley Henderson, 90 years young today.
90 of them.
90. Billy Williams and Missy Haygood having birthdays today. So, man, what a great day.
Again, Julia's been with us this morning. It's good to see you on Monday. You need to drop by more often.
I just get here when I can. I'm thinking about coming Friday. Actually, might not. No, I guess.
You better be here.
Or what?
Oh, we'll come.
You gonna cut my pay?
Greg gonna bring a fur coat.
Chad, we wish you the best of luck tomorrow as you head off to the polls. Thank you. We'll be checking in with you. We'll be there doing interviews. Look forward to talking to you tomorrow night.
Where are you posting up tomorrow?
We'll be at the City Hall somewhere.
Ooh,
if they'll let us in.
They have to.
Oh yeah.
They're legally required.
They didn't let somebody else. There on the steps though. Remember when they got thrown out?
Well, they just did it anyways because City Hall doesn't belong to anybody but the people.
Or the streets.
Or the streets. It belongs to the people. I hate it when people get in that office and they think it's theirs and say, we funded this or we said,
it doesn't
you
work
represent
that way.
us.
I do sense, and I mean this all my heart, I do sense that a change is coming. I don't know which way it is going. You can never predict, but I do feel that a change is coming to the Meridian area and that some U-Haul boxes are going to be needed.
We need a change.
Yeah, we do. I agree with that. Otis, as we depart in the lovely likes of that girl, Chad Acton.
Yes.
Thank y'all. What we got for
here? The good Lord's going to take us to Philippians 2, verse 13, where it says, "For it is God who works in you to will and to act in order to fulfill his good purpose." We've always said it. Don't do it just out in the open, but always fulfill his desires, even behind closed doors. Let God live in your heart and show his love to everyone around you. Simply smile at someone today. Tell them hello, and you'll always lead a good life. Bring him into your heart. He'll forgive you of your sins and give you the best life possible. Y'all have a wonderful day. You'll see us tomorrow for the show, and then tomorrow night we'll bring you real live coverage of the election night as it unfolds. Until then, remember, we love you. Have a great day.
Say bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Go vote
Go
tomorrow.
vote, please, tomorrow.
Yeah.
The Scotty Ray Report is brought to you by our following partners.